Good question.
So you have to be spin jumping behind Ridley, or else he'll reset his AI, and he chose not to go into a pogo.
Okay.
So he went into that. He went into a quick soup, and I was kind of out of options at that point because the fireball was gonna hit the wall.
This works though, right?
I could try to iframe, I guess, but. Oops.
All right. So at the start right here, it's technically faster to go up, I think, even without high jump. But I usually don't do it because you have to do wall jumps, whereas the other one, you literally just fall. So as you can see, I made a mistake here, so I lost some time. So small optimization. Oh, I got stuck here. You have to wiggle out if you get stuck there.
Get stuck.
You don't have morph, so you can't shoot it out either. So you actually have to wiggle out.
It's a crapshoot.
World record pace. So here we go. Let me get this music. So yeah.
It's just how it be. I've gotten through that Ridley fight without high jump.
So this room, there's actually a secret all the way to the very back. If you go all the way to the right, it's 5K, but it's not worth it. I mean, maybe. I don't think we ever try it because it's that ouch right there that always scares everyone from trying it. But I'm pretty sure it's too slow anyway.
A good amount now.
If you have gravity, it might be worth it.
So it just, you're gonna die in that Ridley fight sometimes.
Space, honestly, is a crappy item. I think it's okay when you have like variant stuff because some rooms are better with space, but it opens up X-ray hall and it's just, that's not a good room to get. Space is always good.
There, that's a Stachio strat. We've learned how to wiggle out very well because of map brand.
These secrets, the 750 secrets, so late game they're never worth it because you need 1 second. You need to be able to do it in 1 second to justify it. So early game I think it's fine, especially if I don't have time to react. So if I'm already like flying that way, then I'll just grab it. But usually I'll just turn around.
To do that for like more than half an hour.
That's Mama Turtle. There's a E-tank up there, but it's too slow. Down door is just faster.
It's because we had to get the in Green Hill Zone, the pipe missiles. We have to get that, and then you have to like do some sort of like jump out, and then if you mess up,
so in this room, when I'm in rooms 10 to 20, so like 25 up to 25, what I typically do is so this could serve as a good tutorial for everyone trying to get better at arcade, but I always just jump off the right, and then I do a spin jump down. If you just run off, I think you'll get hit, but I just spin jump off and I hug the right side, and then I just shoot this door and open it up. Once you get to room 30s, 30 and 40, it will work the same way if you just go to the right and then you jump and you hug the left wall. I think it works. And then after room 50, then I don't think that works anymore. You have to have ice and you have to shoot down. Those guys generally won't kill you anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's a small thing.
It's so bad.
It's on YouTube, yeah. This is on YouTube. Unless you mean the Watchback itself. So these guys are worth 500. Late game, I don't think it's worth killing them generally. I mean, it's kind of a wash, but early game, it's worth it. You can kill them pretty quickly. As long as you have the means to kill them fairly quickly. Okay, yeah, I might do that off Hex. BT, you always want to be standing. So I always look at her back foot. So if you see the pixel that she has, she's kind of like covering this like black tile on the ground, and she's kind of in the center of the screen if you notice, right? So you can be like forward several pixels from here or back a few pixels here. So I'm in the middle, and there's a big there's probably like a 7 pixel leniency spot. But basically, if you stand right here and you just shoot, he'll jump backwards. So it's kind of important to know this lineup specifically when you're fighting BT. So I'm smack dab in the middle. You can be forward a few and you can be back a few. But just remember that you want Samus's foot kind of covering the thing. And then from here, I look at Samus's back to line up with sort of like this background. As long as you're here, then BT will just always hop back. Yeah, and obviously you could use whatever things you want, but I actually like check to see where it was okay. If you have P-shot for this fight, it's important to know that when you pop BT's head off, if he steps forward while you pop his head off, you need to shoot like 1 or 2 times, and you got to run to the left or else he'll hit you. So this room sucks. Because I have so much speed, I think I can make it to... There's a tile on the ground that's a safe spot. Generally, you can't make it to that spot without the waivers hitting you. So there's a few ways to approach this. One is you just wait. If you just wait like 10 seconds, the waivers will make their way to the left. But in this room, like, because I had run speed in it, I decided to just go all the way. Also, it's only level 18, so the waivers won't kill me right now. Later in the game, the waivers will just one-shot you. So if you have like Varia and stuff, you want to just deboost off the spikes at some point. But it's tricky early game. So at this point, I decided I'm not at risk of dying here, so I'm just going. And I think I have the run speed coming in that I can make it to the safe spot without getting hurt. So let's see what happens. Yeah, so see, I could have stopped right there on that tile on the bottom because I had so much run speed going in. Typically, you won't make it there. I'm just trying to deboost off these Fireflies. And then I took a spike hit, which is 60 at the early game. It's not good. So I was a little spooked. So here I have Speed Booster. You actually have to do a 1-tap short charge, or you have to back up to the wall, or else you'll get hit by one of the things on the ground.
That was fun.
That was fun. I screwed up here. I was trying to get that 1,000. That was just bad. Late game, I don't think it's ever worth getting. The 1,000 is too messed up because those bugs can actually one-shot you. So you want to go under because there's a secret there. And you want to take the right door if you can, because the right door, right now, I want wave beam. So I want to get my beams. BT, you might be asking how I got BT again, because it's actually a different room. BT, before you have bombs, and BT after you have bombs are considered different rooms. So you might just get BT like back to back. But now I won't get the BT room for 32 rooms, essentially.
Space jump has gotten me X-ray hull. Thanks a lot, Space Jump.
This room is kind of messed up because those pirates can actually fall down and hit you. So you kind of just want to shoot them. All right, this one, you want to just hit this balloon and get a free kill. It's just free 500 points. You want to be picking up these points. I think that's the mark of like a good player. Just picking up free points that don't cost you time. And I actually learned that from Oates. He would always kill that balloon. And it's a free 500 points. Just know that he has, he'll shoot a projectile, and you don't want to be standing in an X or like plus formation of under him, or he'll get you. So if you shoot him, don't shoot directly under him.
There are definitely some rooms where if you have it, it's really nice. But overall, it just gives you bad rooms.
So here you always want to make sure you get the mock ball out. I didn't get it, so yeah, it's smooth. 2k points. And here you need to do a short charge. So anywhere, as long as you spark upwards here, you'll get the up the shaft. You don't have to do it from the bottom. And don't do an angle spark because it doesn't work. I used to do an angle spark there, but I realized I wasn't getting the points. You want to try killing that pancake if you can kill it for free, because it's free 750, but I didn't have a good way to kill it. Here I just did a quick 4-tap. I didn't have that much run speed, so the thing was easier.
Yes.
I'm still trying to get wave, which is why I'm going to right doors. You could consider an up door, but I don't really want to do up doors right now. Alright, so now I don't really care as much which doors I go through, but I do prefer the up and down doors.
Also connected to the main green brin shaft.
This room is a little annoying. Just know that as long as you downshot, you'll always hit them. So with ice, I always go left, and I'm always shooting down, and you shouldn't ever touch the boyons with that. But in this situation, I want to fall into the pits and shoot down, so that I'll kill the farm bugs as I fall in. Chavo. What's up, door? I should have laid a power bomb on this first one, because if you laid up against this one right away, you'll break these 3 blocks, and it'll save me a bunch of time. So I realized I had space jump here, so I spent some time above the asset to grab the secret. But at this point, there's not really a good spot to... I think there's not really a great spot to lay a power bomb. I think I try laying one up against this one, because it breaks two bombs worth. You can think of each column as wasting time, so depending on how many columns you can break, that's saving a lot of time. So in the beginning, you want to lay the power bomb on the left side, because it'll break 3 columns worth of blocks.
Power bomb in the first 3 columns.
Oh, I actually said that. I probably should have gotten this missile pack, but I didn't want to waste time with not knowing where that gamer was falling or the Sova. So I just said not to. So I just went left.
I don't think I need to go right anymore. So it's not.
Do a little mock because you want to get the secret. I don't want to stop moving though. So once again, another optimization. Shoot the balloon. Free 500 points. And I try to, if you can kill the crab without wasting too much time, kill the crab too. But don't like get obsessed with it. It's just like you're just trying to eke out free points while you can. I chose the right door because I made the decision to go right. Once you jump, so here, if you want to do this room fast, you sort of have to decide where you're going to go right now. So if you're jumping to the right, you're going to the left door. You're jumping to the left, you're going to the right door. So I just automatically jump to the left because I usually do that. So now you carry the momentum to here, and so that you can lay the bomb right away, right? Because that's where the bomb block is. So I like made my decision at the top because water rooms, you kind of have to like know what you're doing beforehand. I've decided kind of against getting those missiles in that secret. We talked about this before, but that 2K secret, it's really out of the way. But in general, you're only ever going to get that secret if charge is still awake. So therefore, because this secret is worth 750, that secret up there is honestly only worth 1250 because you can't get both. So it's like, it's kind of a matter of like how badly do you want that missile pack.
It looks cool.
I just decided I didn't want to. Also, leaving this room, this time between going to the right door or going down here, it's the same time. And I just chose to go to the left door.
But I think it...
Yeah, world record review, Thomas. I had a strat for going down that room, I think, but I forgot what it was. It might be hugging the left side. Alright, so this room is... I think you have to figure out a way to deboost through this room. Otherwise, this room is so bad and slow. So what I do is I go to this platform and I just deboost 3 times. And I just try to land on the platforms that I see. That one, this one, and this one. And then usually this guy will get you, so I get ready to kill him. That's kind of what I came up with after like dying multiple times trying to deboost through that room. So here, I already have charge, so I'm going to take this door right here. Because it's the fastest. Oh, and I got like a 15-second door transition thing. I don't know, Leorin, I don't know, total, wherever you are. I don't know what bug this is, but it's a scam.
Why in this room? What's going on? But yeah, sometimes it just, door transition just takes like a long, long time.
All right, so here, the key with this cleanser, there's Sovas below you. There's a Sova to the bottom left, and there's a Waver to the right. If you lay a power bomb on the right corner that you've seen us lay, it takes care of all of that. So there's 3 enemies you have to take care of at the top. There's one Waver right here in the middle of the room. There's a Waver at the top, and there's the CAC at the top. How you did? So I'm just praying that I kill those. So once I kill those 3, I just know that this power bomb right here will take care of everything else. It just always works. It kills everything else. Yeah, it doesn't actually cause time, Zook, but yeah. So I might have sparked here, but I don't think I have to. If you have high jump, you can actually just jump. But yeah, there you have to do a stutter 3-tap, and it has to be a clean 3-tap. I actually do a multi-stutter there, so that it's a little bit clearer. Okay, so here for this skilled thing, I got it later, but I bonked the door here, so I didn't get skilled. The key with this skilled, if you're trying to get skilled here, first of all, no arm pumping. You bonk this, right? Turn. And then you jump kind of like as late as possible. Now, I forgot this, but basically the key is once you see this guy right here, that's when you should shoot down. That's when you should angle shot down. I shot way too late. See how I shot? Then I bonked the door because it didn't open in time. The mock ball is honestly the hardest part though. So I actually got it later because I kind of remembered it. There's 2 bugs up there. You can kill them for free.
I gotta go earlier, I guess.
And here, you can't get smooth unless you have high jump off, so you gotta scam it. You get smooth, and then yeah, you just gotta get that wall jump, and then you're good. Just run through that room. If you spark in that room, you'll actually get up the shaft, but it's rare that anyone has like a spark. In this room, it's important to remember there's one crab that's global, as in they're gonna move no matter what, and he's at the bottom. We'll get back to that later. I got that secret. That secret's not worth getting late game, but it's still early, so.
I didn't get the speedball. I bonked the door.
This room it's just kind of a time sink.
You speedball through the door, I think that's when you get it.
But you speed through?
Yeah.
As fast as you can. If you have speed booster, that room kind of sucks. So people have different techniques here. You might have seen Oates. He sparks up the left side and he doesn't do an angle spark. Because you have to line up for that, I don't like doing that. If you have wave beam, I think this is the best strat. For sure is to do an angle spark VH style, because then you'll go above here and you just shoot down and kill this guy. And then you just moonfall down this way. If you don't have whatchamacallit, if you don't have a wave, I don't think you want to angle spark here. You actually just want to do a direct spark up, or you could do what Oates does and spark along the left side. And that's because this guy is gonna waste time on you. So I have waves, so I could shoot him like that. This is the Eddie room, yeah. Also, it's important to know that if you angle spark on the left side, you will not get up the shaft. It's some kind of scam. I don't know why. Probably should have killed that cack to get the super, but whatever. Okay, this room with the power bomb, it's free. It's important that you'll see I fall, bounce on this ledge intentionally. Now you might ask, like, why don't you just fall directly to the bottom? It's because if you fall too quickly, the power bomb has to double hit these guys to kill them. So I bounce here and then I fall down and then it kills them. There's also a secret on the right. I never remember it. So just get that secret. Don't be like me. Generally, when I do Chozo rooms, I jump onto the Chozo on the right and then I run to the left. These, you can kill them, but I'm not usually a fan. But I like killing them if I shoot them along the way.
Much time, unfortunately.
So here, if I had like infinite health, the up door is also an option, but I don't want to waste time. If I have no power bombs and any power bombs, I'll actually go down here to kill the crabs and try to get power bombs with my refill. This room kind of sucks. The main thing you have to worry about is this guy right here. Yeah, that guy is, you have to take care of him. You have to kind of be careful. Otherwise, it's annoying. You have to do a short charge, and you have to be cognizant of the fact that this guy's respawning. Because that guy will scam you, and you don't want him to kill you. Oh yeah, I botched this room. Okay, so I'll explain my typical strat here. What I try to do is I land there, right? And I was actually just trying to get a quick kill on that guy, but what I typically do if I had more time to process is I actually jump down, I go down the right, I missile this guy right here. I missile them as I'm falling, and then I lay a power bomb on the ledge that he's on. That'll kill everything except the bottom. Except this guy right here, this crab, this guy. It'll kill everything but this guy. So it's a quick way to do that room with a power bomb.
I missed the platform. Holy cow!
But I somehow just, I don't know. That was a weird room. So what I like doing here, I fall down. If I have wave, I fall down, land on the corner, angle down, land, and then I shoot, and that actually sets this up nicely so that you can do a clip.
Yeah.
Spiffy, I have not. This is just M3. If you can identify it quick enough. I didn't have any supers, so that slowed me down. If you play at 8%, it's just an 8% room.
Yeah, Red Pirates probably would have one-shot me.
Also, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. So here, the big thing of this room is the 10k secret in the bottom right. I like jumping a little bit and laying the power bomb just so that it kills all those guys. I don't have to deal with them on the way up. And then I like going out the left side as quick as possible. I kind of thought like I didn't have my power bombs fully refilled, I think, so I zoned out a little bit. But otherwise, I just go out the left side usually. Okay, so M1. M1, you got to be careful. I actually died here in my previous record. The main thing you have to be thinking about is this guy right here, this Rinka. If you're not ready for him, he'll actually kill you. So you just have to remember that Rinka right there. is gonna mess you up. Might not think about it if you're, you know, if you're like watching Oats or something, you probably don't think twice about it. But like if you're playing, like, you have to remember that Rinka is gonna get you because you don't have gravity. You're gonna be sluggish in the lava. Why is that secret worth so much? Just for fun. Okay, so 1 super is equal to 3 missiles, right? So the typical strat on Kraid is 2 missiles, 3 supers. So I did the math in my head. I thought 2 missiles and I'm 1 super, right? So after I use my 2 missiles, I have 6 missiles and 1 super. That should be enough to kill him. So the trick is you have to be able to do a quick kill with missiles. So the plan was to do missile, 6 missiles into 1 super. So that's how you do that kill. The timing is a little different. You have to shoot. The supers obviously go way faster than the missiles. So you have to make sure that the first missile on your barrage of 6 comes out a little bit earlier because the travel time takes longer. So here you can go down the bottom, but I was just like, I'm going to use my spark here. So you might see Oats do this. You kind of lay a power bomb in the middle-ish. I get 2k points for that. You might have seen. It's a free 2k points. You're trading a power bomb for 2,000 points. You're killing the face hugger guys on each side. The Namihes or the Funes. Those guys are worth 1k each. So it's a quick way to just get 2k for a power bomb. It's a small optimization. Those are the kinds of things that you kind of, if you really want to maintain your time, you gotta think about doing, I guess. This room sucks. The key is, the thing about this room is the seahorses are the obvious things to worry about, right? These guys right here, you gotta keep them frozen or they'll machine gun you. But the problem with this room is as that's happening, the Sovas have erratic paths and they can just like do a circle and like hit you from underneath. That's usually what ends up killing people.
They might just like come up and hit you.
So this room, you gotta know that there's a crab coming from the top. Yeah, so just if you go slow, you have to just stop and kill him probably. But
you get scared of the little seahorses, but then the gamer gets you while you're distracted.
I was just talking about that. So this is a respawning crab. So if you really needed some extra power bombs, you can get that guy. Just make sure you gotta, as you're coming up here, you gotta make sure to I actually died to this farm bug earlier. You gotta make sure to freeze that guy on your way up. If you don't have wave, you have to take that very carefully. So I think I try to kill the pancake. Yeah, free 750.
You know what? You got scammed, buddy.
All right, so math on Phantoon. Phantoon by default does 40 damage if you have no suits, right? If you have Varia, it's divided by 2, right? Every 10 rooms, Phantoon does 50% more damage. So if he's base 40 damage, right? He hits you for 40, right? If you're in room 14, he's doing 50% more. So it's 40 plus 20, right? Now if you're in room 25, he's doing 40 plus 20 plus 20, right? So he'd be doing 80. In Varia, the calculation is everything divided by 2, so it's easy. You look at the tens number, 78, right? He's doing 70 damage plus plus 20, because his base right now is 20 because I have Varia. It's 40 divided by 2, right? So it's base plus the tens number here. So he's doing 90 damage at the moment.
90 damage.
Yeah.
So I should not.
So I just think how many hits I can take, and I see my E-tanks, and I'm like, okay, this fight's free. If you have a super on Phantoon, just use it. It sounds weird, but because time is stopped on bosses, yeah, body flames do the same damage. Because time is stopped on bosses, the reason we don't use supers in Phantoon in a speedrun is because this is costing you 5 million years, right? But in arcade, that doesn't matter. So just use the super if you have a super. So you see, I'm enraging him twice. Because it's just good. You can think of a super as a free 6 missile Doppler on him.
Thank you so much for the wait, sorry. Hello, DJ. How you doing, Bell? What were you streaming?
I can go on and on about how Phantoon patterns work, but you have to be cognizant of his flame pattern, and if he's going to drop a flame on you, you got to play it safely.
My final YOLO.
And this is enough to kill him. In a 30-minute limit tourney,
So that at the end of each stream, if
maybe.
I haven't redeemed the
It depends
YOLO,
on the
I
rules of the
refund
tournament.
The Mandu bucks, because I can't refund bits, right? That's why I have to create the Monday.
Yes, shift.
So that I don't have to like wait for Monson. I'm not gonna like redeem the YOLO when Monson's not here.
Also in this run, I have a premium YOLO for good Monson.
Sorry, Monson.
So I actually am. It's not like it's kind of a casual room in a sense. So here I have space jump. I would normally space jump to the right, but I forgot to turn it on.
Oh my god.
You space jump to the right, and there's a little bird you got to kill, and then you just go down here.
Oh, I do. I just have it turned off.
Hi, JC.
Oh god.
JC, I don't know how much arcade you're talking about. I'm going over the record I picked up. Also, GG to your Battletoads record. I saw that on YouTube. This room, you have to be very careful. If you have only one power bomb, you can do it. I think with if you have some E-tanks, but like generally you're gonna die if you don't have 2 power bombs. That's kind of an issue, honestly. But yeah, there's a secret up there. I like getting it, but it's kind of slow. All right, so here I just killed those guys because they're worth 500 each. Brodster, okay, well, free advertisement for Brodster. Thank you for the 100 bits. I will YOLO on my next run. Yeah, JC, I saw you were sad about that. So if you kill these guys quickly, it's fine. Otherwise, don't kill them. Now, okay, this room is pretty technical. What I like doing, especially with high jump, is just going along this left side, killing this guy immediately. Now, you can do it here as well, but you just have to be ready. It's scary, but if you get good at it, you won't have a problem with it. And yes, buys and YOLO are at reasonable prices again. So you wanna do a very clean ledge grab, and usually I have a missile out, but in this case I have beam, so it's fine. And then I kill this guy because it's 750, and you can get it really quickly. That room is pretty technical though. So this room, I think it's always worth just getting the secret over here, because you're getting 750s along the way, and then this secret's worth 4K. But you know, after 100, it's probably close. Now here, this room is kind of weird, because there's 2 fish and one of them respawns, and if they touch you, you're dead. So what I usually do is I hold if I have charge and beam, this will freeze them on 1 shot. And I always hold down here. I always hold down while I land here, so the camera scrolls as far down as possible, and I can see what the fish are doing. So once I see what the fish are doing here, I see that one fish on the top, he's just gone. So I just have to go down and deal with that one fish over there. So I see him, freeze him, and then I get out of here. And then I kill him for free, 500. Here, I always like jumping down as fast as possible, see if I can get the quick kill on that crab. I missed it that time. Yeah, more runs after this shift. Here, this is wreck ship. If I am in the left room, so in this case, the ship is on, so I just try to get out as soon as possible. But if the ship is off, if I am in this, if I am in here, if I come from this side or the bottom, I leave out this door. But if I come from this door or anywhere up, I go up and get the clipping bonus.
I gotta get to 100 so I can.
Yeah. This is just an 90% strat. It's actually quite hard to do this. This took a lot of practice to do correctly.
Clear out the,
left or right, I don't think it really matters too much at this point. But yeah. So once again, I have power bombs. So bounce on this thing. Fall in. I hit the spike. Whatever. I didn't get the secret there. I forgot about the secret again. But yeah, power bombs are always good. So if you can get quick power bombs, just always take them. They're very, very strong. So in this room, the secret's worth quite a bit. I always try to get a little bit of run speed. So you'll see I actually go to the right a little bit because I'm trying to run across and jump. Because it's kind of jank if you don't jump. I have space jump, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it's like killing this guy with a super. So if you want 750, you could trade for a super, but I want to keep my super, so. Okay, this is the reserve room. If you have Varia, you just run across the bottom and shoot them with missiles if you can. It's the safest way by far. And there's a secret up here. It's worth a lot. Top left, you got to make sure to jump up there. 3K.
Very good.
But yeah, just run along the bottom and just missile them.
Well, I streamed earlier and it did not go well. I had several runs that were like above 100 with a lot of time left. And I just...
Okay, so this room, the important thing to know is if you powerbomb kill these birds... these guys over here, right? You'll actually like double kill them. So like these guys, you'll see how there's 2 explosions, right? So I think the way cleanser works is, I guess Leon or something counted all the enemies in the room and just been like, all right, if you kill like 10 enemies, you get the cleanser, right? If you kill these guys with a power bomb, you get a double kill. So yeah, I didn't even kill everything. So right, so yeah, I always lay the power bomb like somewhere around like this platform-ish, like right around here somewhere. And if you do that, you'll just get the cleanser automatically. There's also a secret where those Sovas are. So like, if I go down from here, there's a secret down there, 1k secret, but I just decided not to get it. I think it's a little slow when you're already just running across. But yeah, that's a good cleanser to know. The power bomb is very, very good here. Yeah, I don't know if I call them birds, but I don't know, flying hopper things. That room previously, I just lay a power bomb to deal with them. Okay, so this room, if you've ever gotten this room and then you stop on a dime and then you try to just hold dash and run here, you don't make it. You will get hit. So I always try it and it doesn't work. So I learned, right? So what I do is that waiver is actually coming for you. This waiver at the start. This waiver is coming for you. So if you kind of like jumble your short charge a little bit and you redo, that waiver might smack you. So I always just run over, kill this guy, and then I do a charge here. Now, one of the problems is this guy will also get you. I think I jump here. This guy will actually sometimes scam you at the end. So I just made sure to jump here and see if I can smack him in the air. Are they called owls? Okay. All right, so this room, it's one of the rooms that really, really sucks. If you don't have wave and like full beam, this room is horrible. You just have to stand there and charge shot them, right? I think it's 16 shots to kill them. Now, you'll see that the best way to deal with this guy, I think, is to stand in the corner on the right corner. Just shoot when they're underneath you and then angle shot the rest. So that covers this whole quadrant, right? And then when he's under you, then you have to just jump and shoot him. If you're wondering why I do regular shots instead of charge shots, that's because charge shots take 60 to 70 frames to set up, right? Because you have to hold charge for 1 second, which is 60 frames, and shoot it. It does the damage of 3 beam shots, right? You could shoot beams at like 10 frames a second. So I could shoot 3 beams in half a second, and I could shoot 6 beams at 6 seconds. So a beam shot should be faster to kill. It's lagging the game, so like in like real time, it's probably worse. I do a charge shot here because, you know, like I might as well store the charge as I'm falling down. And then here it's the same thing. I think the best way is to stand in the corner and angle shot because you cover most of the quadrant. Here it's kind of awkward. You just have to do your best. I just angle shot and then I jump. But I think it's like 16 shots to kill these guys. Now, luckily they give 2k, so you get kind of a refund on your time. I lay the bomb a little to the left. This one's important. This secret down here, if you break this, this is the block, I missed it, and you roll here, it's 1,000 points. Though I sometimes get it, I sometimes don't. It depends on the situation with the acid. You don't want to miss a cycle here, right? So basically, like if I broke this and I went down, I would do it because I can grab it and jump up in time where I can make the cycle. If I see that I'm going to miss the cycle for the secret, I don't get this because you don't want to miss the cycle. It's just huge time waste. These flames are enemies. So if you touch these guys, I think I actually touch it. Okay, no, I don't. If you touch it, they'll actually one-shot you. So you don't want to mess with those flames. Also, if the flame is activated, you wall jump here, I think it still hits you. So you got to take it like really carefully. Would I do it for a higher point bonus? It's literally the difference in how long the cycle takes versus how many points it gives me. So it would be a calculation. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, if you wall jump on this, you'll get hit. So you might have seen like me and Oates take this very carefully. You have to take it very carefully. So sometimes you have to spend time just wall jumping on the wall.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
oh god, Monson's gonna kill my run.
So I'm in room 97 and I'm gonna scroll this over real quick. You guys might see that Good Monson has a premium YOLO that he redeemed. So I still had to, you know, on my promise, I had to redeem that. But yeah, this room is technical. Basically, you get the plasma, get the secret, and then you gotta kill that guy, kill these left 2 guys. You don't want to like get in the, You got to make sure when you're killing these guys, like, you don't want to jump too high here or he'll laser you and waste your time if you don't kill him quick enough. And you don't want to just like jump really high up here, because if this guy like sees you and then you don't kill him and he jumps to the right, oh, it's over. Like, he's all over the place, right? So you got to make sure you're staying under him. Now, there's a secret in this room called not plasma spark. If you spark up here, you get 3k points. So here's the trick. Basically, store the spark. I look at these bushes, right? I hug the wall, and then right when I hit this, like the kind of like this bush here, I angle spark up to the right. This is a beef robber strategy. He told me to do this, and he said it works every single time. It's perfect. You get above this guy, it's no threat, and then you kill this guy. It's a really good strat. Everyone does that now. This room's interesting. With plasma, you just want to kill all these guys. It's worth a lot from... This room's worth a lot from the other spots, but there's a secret right here you gotta get. It's worth a lot. 4,000 points. Daring is only when you enter from the room from the bottom or the left. Then if you go to the top quadrant of the room, you get like 5,000 points. Here I kind of screwed up. You've probably seen, this is Oates' favorite room. So the best way to approach this room is to pseudo on the way up, because these Sovas can just kind of like fly everywhere when they're at certain speeds. This one happened to behave, he just circled. But this one up here, it's how do you like deal with it, right? There's not a good way to deal with it. So I think the best way to deal with it is pseudo, so that if he gets in your way, you just kill him. Now, the way you deal with this guy right here is right when you're at this point, you should wall jump to the left, freeze him, and then jump on him. I screw up here. I wall jump too high up, so I bonk this. Yeah, it's a shambles room because it's hard. So now I'm a little bit lower. You'll see I'm a little lower. Yeah, freeze, land, and go. It's a hard room. Exactly, Spiffy. You don't want to mess with them. This room is very important to understand. What I do is I enter, and I have plasma, so I just kill them. But this guy right here, this hopper, he can scam you. So you see how you enter and he's coming in, right? What he typically does is he does a big hop, and then he does another big hop, and he lands on you. He Goomba stomps you. So what I typically do if I don't have... what Oates does is he actually holds a shot in, and then when he runs in and holds a shot, it actually freezes this guy. I don't like holding shots too much because I've gotten scammed by it, but like that's a valid strat. What I typically do with missiles now is I actually have my missiles out, and I kind of shoot, and I jump, and I shoot a few times. But with plasma, I'm just going to kill them all.
Okay. It is time to find a way to reveal or to redeem...
This is Screw Attack. Always really good.
Redeem a YOLO for Monson. I do have a reserve.
So important. This room, you have to remember the pattern.
I do
it's top guy, bottom guy. And you have to take this very carefully because this guy, yeah, so you see I'm like jumping and shooting, right? If you just angle shot, this guy, depending on RNG, instead of doing this short hop, he might do a large hop, dodge your angle shot, and then just kill you, right? So you gotta take this very carefully and like make sure you get him as he's coming on screen. This guy too has killed me before, right here. So he short hopped and he just hit my plasma, so it's fine. Sometimes you stand here, you enter, you shoot a short shot, and he jumps over it and smacks you in the face, and then you die. So you don't mess with this. There's a secret right here. There's a secret right here. It's always worth getting because it's right there. I never remember it because I'm always thinking about this next part. Sorry, Nitro. So I always jump, I hit angle, and I just start spamming shots in hopes to freeze this guy. You can see I have plasma, and the hitbox is so big that I'm just running through and shooting. But what I typically do is I run to the left, I upshot here, and then I upshot one more here, and that covers all of his options. You should be safe if you do that. So if you jump from here, upshot, you should be safe. But I have plasma, so I'm just running through. Like it's gonna hit him. This I always typically grab this missile unless I did Motherbrain. I already have all the missiles I need.
Oh, I forgot the...
So here I freeze that. I make sure that guy's frozen so I don't die, and then I turn off high jump. So I'm trying to... I don't know why I thought I could short charge here, but I need to redeem my YOLO. So I was trying to short charge there. So I'm literally wasting time. All right, so once you get this room, this is This room sucks, right? Let's get that clear. This room sucks. There's two blocks you have to break. This block and this block, right? And the acid is dropping, right? So you don't want to miss this cycle if you can. So I quickly realized I have screw attack, so I can screw attack this block, and then I can bomb this block and make the cycle. If I didn't have screw attack, you want to get through this room as fast as possible, you need to lay a power bomb right away. So I grabbed the E-tank. I laid the power bomb, all right. But I didn't have to do that. Because otherwise you're going to miss the cycle and you're losing time, right? So the hundo strat is to lay a power bomb right here to break this block out, but I have screw attack, so I'm going through. So what you typically want to do is lay a power bomb anywhere here to break these, but you don't have to. You might not have the power bombs in arcade, but after you break this set of blocks, you want to lay a power bomb to break these two. And then you kind of want to lay a power bomb around here to break these 4 blocks if you can. But I have the health and I have screw attack, so it's fine. And then if you're playing arcade, you don't want to mess around here, especially if you laid a power bomb because there's lag. This bug will one-shot you. He will one-shot you. I think he actually took my reserve later in the thing. You think this guy's the scary guy? You think this guy's scary? No, it's this bug. Because this guy will drop you into the bug. So as long as you take care of this bug and you get through, you're fine.
But not really.
And I am redeeming my YOLO.
All right, Manson, here you go. There's your YOLO redemption.
And I actually got hit. I don't know how I didn't die there.
Died. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so this room, you might be tempted to, especially if you've done an 80% speed run, to just jump up here. Now, what ends up happening if you do that is you might know the Sovas could be coming down. So the Sovas could go up too. Don't ever go up here. It's just not safe.
Almost died.
Because this guy right here, he's actually in this wall and like kind of sticking out here. So if you stand down here and you see the Sovas, like if you get up to this spot and you start shooting up, this guy's hitbox will eat your shot. He will eat your shot and then the Sovas will just slam you and you'll die. Yes, he will block your shot. Because in any percent and other ones, the Sovas don't move fast, so they're in the corner. You never have to deal with, you never upshot here. So nobody like knows that, right? Yes, he will end your run. So I just go to the left every single time in this room.
Thanks a lot.
So I always go like right here. I lay a power bomb.
But the important
because these guys are worth 1k each. So you're getting 3k plus the Sova kills. You're getting like 3750 there.
We are clear.
Okay, so this room from this side. I kill this guy.
Clear.
And then I shoot and kill this cack, and then I usually just start spamming down shots here and hope that it hits them. And then I lay the power bomb, and then you get your cleanser.
Clear from YOLO responsibilities.
The down doors are good, so I like taking the down doors as this stage of the game. Typically in this room, I'll do 3 missiles as I'm falling to the right to kill that guy and get through quickly, but I have charge. So in this room, kill the hopper coming at you. Don't panic. He's going to do this hop. He's going to do a big hop to get you here, right? So just don't panic and just shoot him straight. Just spam shots directly to the straight. Kill these 3 and then do a stunner 3-tap, short charge, and you should be good.
Ooh, that was so close.
I wasn't flush against the wall, so this is a respawning guy. I wanted the quick power bomb. This room, what I do when I don't have, you can just spam beam shots. Just know that there's the orb. There's this guy who's the biggest danger because he's gonna turn on and try to get you at some point. High one hits, and then there's a few key hunters on the ground with no wings, right? So what you actually can do is if you have a crappy beam, is you can just go over here, deal with this orb that's coming at you, and then lay a power bomb here, and then try to finish them off with missiles or whatever ammo you have left. Hey, so if I have no beams, I would lay a power bomb here, and then just kill these guys slowly.
There should be a cleanser in attic. 1133.
Okay, so this room, I've done it a few times at this point. First of all, a 5k secret right here. You get this room with either grav plus a reserve, or you get it with screw attack. The way to approach this room is you go grab the secret. He'll bounce, I think, 3 times, and then he's gonna bounce, and then he goes like that. So right when he goes like that, that's when you jump through, and then once you get to this point, the other hopper is going to jump at you, and then you screw attack through him as well. And I think that's how that works. And these guys don't speed up, so they're consistent in speed, so it should be the same every time.
Oh, I did it.
But I'm not 100% sure. It might not be, but I think that's how you get through that room.
Okay,
Those are the conditions, Spiffy, I think, based on what
Hyper?
Leorin said.
Hyper?
This room, you just kill the 2. Don't scroll the camera down here too much, otherwise I think the ball can
Grab?
activate, but yeah.
Hyper? No.
Alright. Stash.
Goodbye, Hyper. Good chance.
Alright, so Motherbrain.
Goodbye, all my E-tanks.
You can see all my E-tanks are gone.
Hyper. Chance.
For those, everyone always asks what the penalty is. Basically, if you don't have missiles to kill Motherbrain, it takes away your E-tanks to give you missiles. So I lost a lot of E-tanks there. Now, you can take your time in this room, but because I have screw attack and all the other stuff, like right here, I took this hit, right? Normal conditions, I take this hit, I would go back and refill. But I'm seeing my timer, and I'm like, I want this plasma, and I want screw attack for as much as possible. Screw attack, you can screw through the turret shots, and for plasma, obviously, you can kill Motherbrain quickly, right? So I decided, I took the hit, I decided I'm going to take it a risk here, and I'm going to go and try to bust another Zeb down. So there's a few ways to approach this part. I just fall in the lava because I have screw attack, and sometimes the turret can hit you down, but with screw attack, I'm fine. Yeah. So I'm pause abusing because real time doesn't matter, but I need to save time on my my plasma and stuff. So I grab that super as fast as possible. If I didn't have this super, I'd probably just go anyway. So it's 11 missiles to kill the Zebs if you do it really quickly, because they regenerate health. And I had 13, so I was like, I think I can kill it. So yeah, I was down to my last missile there. Morning, Bell. I missed the angle down shot there, which is kind of spooky, because that bug actually can kill you. I got my super back. So I have to break the glass here. The game gives you just enough where you can barely kill Motherbrain. So you actually have to break the glass. The damage doesn't stay, for anyone wondering. So you have to break this glass and then leave and refill. Once this glass is broken, that's a trigger right there that the game knows, like, oh, I'm going to keep the glass broken for the next time. So any damage that I did right now is going to get reset. But the glass, I used 6 missiles to break the glass, right? To expose Motherbrain's head. You basically have 6 extra missiles now. That's why, if people are wondering why I don't Zeb skip, you can't. You don't have the damage to kill him. Or kill her. But yeah, because I think I approached that pretty well, I have my plasma in time for this fight. So if I got hit at any point along this way, I would reset the room, because this is worth 10k. If you get through the room without taking a hit, it's a 10k bonus. It's just too much to pass on. Like, even if it meant I had to not have my plasma for this fight, I'd go back.
Pretty well. I've gotten really good at this, I think, the MB1 fight.
Could I not Zeb skip backwards? You cannot. I mean, there's theoretically a way to do it. I think Bob posted a way to do it, but it's like borderline tasks to Zeb skip backwards. Plasma's nice though. The Motherbrain fight is honestly not that hard. It's just like in any percent, sort of. But you know, like, you can get some very scary patterns that might just kill you. So I'd rather just have plasma for the fight, because it's 20 shots versus 60.
Okay.
So we got through the fight. The damage that's on this fight, actually, I don't think gives you the much. 5k. The no damage on the first part is what you really want to make sure you get. Yeah, honestly, I think there's merit to taking off high jump boots for this fight. It does make the fight... the fight is actually a little bit smoother without high jump boots.
Tried. Alright. 5 minutes 40 seconds 112.
If a certain other who lost two, was it, who was it? Oh, by the way, this is was it Imyt? Okay, this is actually an Imyt tech. I think this is Imyt tech. This is really good. I used to wall jump here, but if you do a very low spin jump here and then you break spin to extend your hitbox, you'll get the secret. That's actually good. That's literally Imyt tech. Yeah, without exactly. So with high jump boots, if you jump straight up, you bonk the ceiling, right? But if you don't have high jump boots, you can stay in the air longer. So what ends up happening is sometimes you get into a situation where the meatball's going to explode, but like, and you're going to fall on it, right? Because Motherbrain shot an onion ring on the ground after the meatball. So you're forced to jump and then you're going to land on the meatball, right? It's easier to usually morph on morph and avoid the hit than if you had high jump boots. You're higher up and you're falling faster because you're spending less time in the air with high jump boots. You're falling faster and you're spending less time in the air. Yeah, but the French fry situation, if you see the French fry, you can, if you see her winding up a French fry, you can cut your jump shorter, right? So it sort of depends. I took kind of a risk in this room because I was actually cooking up a short charge right here. And you can, if you cook up a short charge from a non-water room into a water room, as long as you started the run before that, once you see her elbow go back 4 times, that's how you know you have your short charge, right? So it was 1 through the door, 2, 3, 4, and I got too scared. So I jumped because you can kill this dude. I screw up here badly.
Bro.
I thought I had a spin jump and I was getting ready to turn right and shoot, but it wasn't a spin jump, so the turn animation underwater is really bad.
That was weird.
So we have this room again, but this time I have my space jump equipped. So you just gotta kill this guy and then you just go down. If you go down to the bottom, sometimes those seahorses can be a little spooky. Okay, farming. First of all, Spazer can be weird. And you have to acknowledge that sometimes you'll shoot these guys, and you don't actually freeze all of them. And then you might kill them, and then you run over, grab the drops, and there's like a dude poking out from the hole, and he'll kill you. I've died to this, right? So you have to fully kind of understand like what's going on here. That's why you see me kind of like jumping over and being kind of scared. But yeah, the other thing is I typically don't like farming, but I have no E-tanks, so like this farm is gonna be fast. If I had like if I had like 3 E-tanks to fill up, I would just say screw it. I'm waiting for a reserve, a refill room. I'm not going to bother with it. It is Broadster, but the thing is, when you get into room, typically when you get to rooms like 200, 250,
farming really does take a long time.
You want to get to a situation where you actually have just like a full row of E-tanks so that you can take more hits on top of the reserve. Right? So like, it is positive in some ways, but at the same time, like, if you're really looking for a deep run, you want to just like have so much health that it's unbelievable, right? Okay, so here I'm realizing that this could get kind of ugly, but I acknowledge that that flame pattern was good. But it's a slow, so the slows are always spooky. I got lucky there. I could have considered going for a Doppler, but I just decided to fire the missile there, or fire the super. I wanted to play it safe, because he might have hit me on the way down. Carl, it is possible, yeah. I don't think so. I think you could just have ice, and that's it. This is gonna be a slow. So he's flame patterning, and his flame pattern is done now. And I got hit.
Oh my god.
And he chose to reappear instantly on the bottom left. You can see I'm immediately scooting to get to the corner, but he got me, so I almost died here. So I'm in a really sketchy spot. He's hitting me for 130 right now. It's 110 plus 20. So I'm like, I'm kind of sweating here. Yeah, I was really hoping for that fast right there, because if it was a fast, I could just nail him with a huge Doppler. I didn't cover the rare 1% mid right there because it wasn't worth it, I decided. But yeah, I got this under control now.
Okay.
Yeah. How nervous do I get during runs? I'm not usually nervous. But when it gets to like room 250 through 100, I'm like, I try to ignore everything else and I just try to zone in. So I get like serious, if that makes sense. Something to note, you might see that every time I start the fight. I don't know why Oats doesn't do this. So at the start of the room, you do actually want to just unequip like Wave and Spazer, because if you get into a situation where he's doing that reappear thing, the flames fall on you and you got to shoot up to clear it, right? But if he spawns next to you and you shoot up on the falling flame, if you have Wave or Spazer on, it'll eat your shot. That's why you'll see people unequip like Wave and Spazer. I always unequip all this before the fight because I want this fight to be exactly like PRKD, any percent, right? I don't actually understand why, but Oats keeps high jump and speed booster on. Maybe it's because he's been grinding hundo or something. But I find that you have less flexibility. I think you have less flexibility when you have speed booster and high jump. So I don't like having them on. There are situations, first of all, air doppling is much harder. But I guess maybe there's a benefit to being able to jump over Phantoon faster. I don't know. So I don't know. I personally don't mess with that. I always make sure all of those things are off. All right, here you can't really mess with these guys. They'll hit you. So if they're down here, you have to just stop and wait for them because they will hit you here. So it's annoying, but you have to wait for them.
You know, I don't know if people know this, but when Oats is grinding for any percent, I actually bopped him. I don't know if people.
That's when Oats like just started, so I think he was still derusting. But I just thought it was kind of funny.
The same time I was.
Okay, Ridley. Ridley, you have to play in a hitless way, which makes things change. So I have him in up here typically, but I think he does it. So if you jump up right here and you scoot forward, sometimes he doesn't go into the pogo, and you can just keep him in the air for multiple times. But he didn't do it that time. It was a 25% chance that he went to the pogo. So okay, this is a quick swoop. So you could tell because he hovers in a weird way here. Like the way that he hovers here, I can't explain it, but I knew this was a quick swoop. It's a kind of a tell the way he does it. It's not natural, so I knew he's swooping quick. That's why I do a wall jump there. So the double swoop, it's never happened to me. I've seen it happen to Oats twice at this point. I don't know what it is. That's really weird, honestly. This is a crappy situation. But now I have things under control at this point. So right into the pogo. The Ridley fight it's really, 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 really hard. Whoa. He did a back pogo right here. 1 in 32 chance on the back pogo. I was getting ready to roll under him, so that kind of like shook me a little bit. He did another back pogo there, but yeah. That one didn't matter as much. Okay, here I am pretty sure I got lucky. So you might see right here, right? We always jump, and then what you do is you might see people like shoot Ridley in the back, right? What triggers Ridley to turn around in this spot is it doesn't have to do with shooting, it has to do with breaking spin above a certain point. So you'll see you got to get above this door as Ridley is pogoing upwards, and then you have to break your spin. So the easiest way to break spin is to just shoot, because you have to start charging your shot anyway, right? So you might as well break spin with shot. That's why you see people like shoot Ridley in the back. You could hit angle too. You could hit down or up and it'll break spin and Ridley will turn around. But I got lucky here. I'm pretty sure I got lucky. What I mean by that is he didn't have to turn around because my timing was too slow. I think Ridley right here was actually pogoing downwards. So he could have flown up there instead, but I got lucky on the RNG and he chose to turn around instead. So like this is something that like it's subtle, but like I acknowledge that I make a mistake here, right? What Oats would have done, and I've seen him do this because Oats actually adapts to the situation really well. Oats would have let him pogo. Oats would have waited, let him pogo one more time, and then he would have broken, and then he would have done it because he would have known he didn't have enough time to spit here. I've seen like Oats do this a lot, but I didn't do that, and I got lucky on this turnaround. And you could see he almost whipped me with his tail. You see this? Like what's going on here? Like that freaked me out. I was actually scared.
Whoa, watch where you swing that, buddy.
But that tail whip, I think, is because I did it wasn't a normal turnaround. He re-rolled his RNG and then he decided to pogo. That's why he swung his tail around. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. This is all normal stuff. So he's going to a pogo. I think I did something really cool here and I adapted to a situation that was sketchy. But it might have been the next Ridley fight. Okay, that's a different Ridley fight.
Yeah,
anyway,
tail, bro. Did you see that? He was like pogoing at me.
This Ridley fight is really hard. So like if you're new to arcade or in general, like realistically Ridley is probably gonna kill you. It's not an easy fight. So this room, you just downshot entering to freeze this guy, and then you go to this platform, you downshot here, kill this guy. If you don't have wave, it's awkward, but that's the best way. And then you want to freeze this Rinka so he doesn't bother you as you're leaving.
GT.
All right, so this is GT. I missed the missile, but whatever. In terms of GT, if you're wondering how to approach it, basically, you see this pillar. Just you can be behind here a little bit, so Samus's foot can be sticking out a little bit, but just stand so that Samus's foot is up against this pillar. Okay, it wouldn't have killed me, Simo. Now the other thing we've talked about. If you have 32 missiles, exactly 32, that's literally what the code detects. Do you have 32 missiles or more? GT might not always do this egg shot. So after you shoot him and he jumps back, this is kind of spooky, but I like lining up. I look at this pillar and I have her back kind of along the edge of this pillar, and then you're good, right? You can get a little bit closer actually. So see this egg technique? He will always spam this if you have less than 32 missiles. 31 or less, he will always spam this egg technique. If you have 32 or more, he might shoot these lasers at you. And where I'm standing right now, I think he'll kill me. If you go a little bit closer, you'll be safe from that attack too. But I don't want to mess with that. And I don't want to get too close. So I just spam my missiles and throw them away usually. So it's a cowardly thing. But in Hundo and GT Classic, you usually just run up and align yourself with him, and if you take a hit, you just go like, oh, whatever, and then you just kind of line yourself up, right?
When you have 32 missiles or more,
but you don't want to mess with it in this one. You don't want to mess with that. Now, if you have a good lineup, then by all means, you don't have to dump any missiles. It's fine. But I died to it once, I died to it in my 214 or 173 or I can't remember one of them, and after that, I just dumped my missiles because. I don't know. I haven't gotten to the practice hack and looked for the exact pixel lineup or anything. Yeah, exactly. In those categories, you don't think twice, right? You just run up and you just kind of like, if you take a hit, you're like, all right, whatever. And then you scoot around. In this one, like I haven't studied the exact pixel standing spot. Yeah, Simo. All right, so this one, you could use a power bomb to clear these blocks out, but at the same time, like the spark is free. So like if you lay a power bomb, break the blocks, and then GT doesn't give you any power bombs, now you're down a power bomb. So just spark. You're not losing any time.
He also does an attack, but
all right, holding the spark. The idea is if I get Gauntlet or X-ray Hall, I just skip it. Here I have charge, so just leave. Okay, so this is M3 again. This is just pure KD strats. Didn't get my super scammed. So see how the Spazer didn't freeze them all in one shot, but yeah. That room you could just leave, but I'm usually just like instinctively running forward, so I ran forward and then I was just like, alright. Alright, so this room in reverse. I entered with a shot, which lowered this gate, which is kind of annoying, and I got hit there. So the hitbox is really jank, and as you can see, it did blow my reserve. From the bottom, this room is a little bit easier to hit these key hunters. As long as you stand in a specific spot, they try to track you, and all the shots should connect. So from the bottom, definitely don't use charge shots. It's just going to be faster to shoot up like this. So you can see he's like kind of stuck up there. I mean, you could use charge shots, but it's literally just going to be slower.
Up to 1 second, whereas that one shot is 1/60th of a second, and 3 shots. Is
I needed to look left there. That was a mistake. So you gotta look left in preparation for a Metroid Room, where the guy from the left will just latch on you immediately. So that was a huge mistake. By the way, this previous room, just note that this crab right here,
1/60th of a second, and 3 shots.
this crab, he's the crab in this room that, like, no matter what door you enter from, he's moving, even if he's off screen. Every other one, maybe there's another one that does, but this is the one you have to worry about. So at high speeds, like, this guy's coming for you. Like, just kill him, deal with him. If you enter from the top right, know that at high speeds, know that he has already made his way. He already, like, ran across here. That's the one that like, oh, it's called like the racing crab. He's actually like already gonna hit you from the top. Yeah, he's coming for that booty.
Catch a little bit of big health here.
Okay, here, I don't want to deal with the clipping.
So I got hurt.
Okay, here, you just have to know that one of the Gamers or the Zeelas that is coming, he's global, so he's actually gonna come for this way. Once I see this room, I've never had an issue with it because I just go as fast as possible. But know that if you do this room slowly, like, this guy might hit you on the way down. So just keep that in mind. But if no matter what speed, if you just go as fast as I did, where you just, like, you kill the guy and you start laying a bomb, you won't get scammed. Yeah, the 395. Yeah, it wasn't. Here, I don't think these guys go any faster, so I think what I should have done is gone a little bit forward and laid a power bomb, like, right around here. But this is the room in GT Classic where these guys are coming at you. Best way to kill him is with the power bomb. You should be able to kill, like, almost all of them. They're worth 750 each, so if you can lay the power bomb, it's a good points.
Left one, but...
Yes, crimp, exactly. If they're global, they move off screen. Not that many enemies actually do that. And certain enemies, like, are manually selected to be global.
This timer's very good.
Okay, so this room, this is one of the rooms on top of Metroid Room 2, which is why you kind of want to be running through the door. Because if I stop on a dime here, you're slow, right? Because you're underwater, so you can't accelerate fast. If I angled and stopped here, then I wouldn't have been able to build up the speed to kill this guy. So what I would have had to done is cycle through to my supers, because the missiles take 2 shots and the beam shot, like, I think takes 2 as well. I would have blown my reserve here. So the moment I see this, I had run speed going through, I was safe. So this room sucks if you're coming from the right near at high speeds. Just keep that in mind. At early speeds, you can actually just kill him, but, like, at higher speeds, he'll kill you. This room, a few things to note. There's 2 balls. That ball right there. And I don't think they move off screen, right? But the moment they're on screen, they're going so fast. So I froze him because I shot, and then I moved left a little bit, and I froze him on the camera. So I killed that guy. I know there's another ball coming, and I know he's right around here. So I start spamming shots here. It doesn't work. And I always lay a power bomb right around here. So I didn't remember exactly where the ball was, but as you can see, I'm following my power bomb so that I'm safe. It's like a blanket, essentially, right? Because now that guy comes in, he gets blasted by it. Now, the other thing to note, the power bomb triple kills this guy. You get so many points because you're killing all of these guys, and I think you're triple killing most of them. So I have 7,800 points, and I got like 5,000 points for laying that power bomb. It's really good.
Dudes multiple times.
There's key hunters down there, but
Really far
yeah,
left, huh?
don't want to deal with that. This is questionable, I think, if it's worth getting that. It takes time to do it, so I don't know. So I always do a shot morph here, because it breaks this bottom block, and then I run through. The shot morph is nice. So here you have a few options. If you need supers, you go up here. If you need power bombs, you go down and kill the dudes, the slugs.
Holding a charge isn't always worth it. You just kind of waste time a lot.
Okay, here I don't like killing these bottom guys from the bottom because or these guys at the bottom, because if you kill them all, you turn the lights off. This room, you just gotta know that you want to try killing this guy right away as you're jumping up here, because if you don't, they don't move when you're off. So when they're off screen, so if he goes to like here and he goes off the camera, he stays there until you scroll up. So once you jump up there, then he'll start moving. So what ends up usually happening is he does a full circle and then he'll slap you from the side. So if you don't kill him right here, just be ready that he's gonna do a circle and smack you from this side. Just keep that in mind. It's the same with this guy. He does a circle like this, and he only reaches to like right here. So you can see I'm already turning around because I know he hits this area, right? So as long as you're on the left side of this platform, you should be fine. Like he circles right there. And this guy, he circles like this. And I think he reaches to like right here. Yeah. So just you kind of have to remember that. I go for a spike suit here. And I get it because I'm sick, I guess.
I'm going to keep this. It's probably dangerous.
Yeah, you just have to remember that that's the case. Okay, Simo told me you could kill this guy with echoes, but I got a little spooked, so I didn't do it. And Stasio called me a coward.
Simo said you can kill BT with echoes. I should have tried it. Yeah.
It would have been really fun.
Sorry, Stash.
Sorry, Simo.
I decided like, okay, I'm gonna try to hit him down there.
This room.
Oh, wait,
I kind of got a little salty when I saw this room because if you kill Kraid, time stops in this room, and this is a perfect place to just get a spike suit if you can get it off the spikes up here. So I was a little salty about that, but whatever.
Oh wait, I could have just.
Do I think it's useful to keep spike suit? Yes, I do. But at the same time, like if I'm TAS, absolutely, 100%. But realistically, with spike suit, you could make a mistake and die, and that's why it's really scary. I just decided to, because I'm only in room 140, and it was a good time, and I decided I'm gonna take the risk. But if I was in like room like 320, I think I'd just blow the spike suit and be like, screw it, I'm not gonna deal with it. It is once per run, Spiffy. That's why I'm not going for it here. But I had to waste actual time to get the spike suit in the previous room. Had I just gone, I would have gotten it without wasting any time, right? Because it takes like some time to actually get the spike suit. Yeah. That's the problem with storing a spark and entering. Like, there's not an easy way to like blow the thing there. Okay, so in this room, if you enter and you're not moving right off the bat, this guy won't track you. He when you step like right here, then he just flies at you like this, right? I've done it enough where I'm used to it. So I'm getting ready. I step forward. I think I do a little jump, and then I just immediately shoot because I'm getting him right when he gets there. Yeah. So in the next one, once you cross this point, this next fly that's over here, he's gonna gun it for you. So it's just routine. Yeah. I fell in there, which is kind of bad. Here, okay, see all these ouches? 1k each if you can kill them. The only way you can kill them is with plasma if they're going away from you or towards you. It's kind of jank. But power bombs will kill them, and they're worth 1k each. So this room is actually really good because you lay a power bomb here, bam, 3k killing those guys. And you see all these guys down here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lay a power bomb right around here, and bam, look how many points you get. You kill the 3 flies, you kill all those ouches. It's worth so much. Okay, that crab right there, gotta kill him. All right, so this one, I usually just kill this guy with beams. If I can kill that guy with, it might not even be worth killing this guy. It's probably not, but it's just what I'm used to. The problem is missing him from this angle is kind of tough. So I usually beam this guy if I have a full beam combo. If I don't, I wouldn't mess with it. And then here I jump down and I triple missile him. It's the easiest way to kill this guy. So triple missile, 1, 2, 3, and then you open the door and leave. That's a pattern you'll see us do a lot. Here you just aim up and kill those guys, and then you have to figure out a way to kill this guy. So just know that if you're slow, like this guy is going to be like going like that and hit you. So just as you're falling, just shoot a bunch of shots and pray you get him. All right, here you go. You freeze the bugs, and then you there's a secret like inside that guy, so you just blast him with a super and go. Simple. Just grab the secret. You don't have to freeze this guy, but you know, just it's the safest way. All right, here. You first of all always lay the power bomb flush against it. If it's not flush, you might not break everything. And you cannot jump the gun here, because if you jump the gun, you might have seen that he's actually like inside. He actually like goes inside of the block. So depending on the speeds that you go at, if you jump here while he's there, you might die because you'll touch him. It's the same with this next one. So once again, you have to go in the lava because you have to be flush against the wall. So I did this was awkward, but you see how he's actually sticking out here. So I actually got propelled backwards from the bomb explosion. But if you kind of were fast and you jump here, you'll die. So you have to wait for him to clear the platform and then go. This room's a lot weirder from the right side. And then you will land in the lava. So you're going to take damage. This room's kind of a scam. You need 2 power bombs for it or else you might be in trouble. For some reason, you can break that path. I don't know why. But yeah, I think it's actually still faster to go the other way. It actually like tricks us. As speedrunners, we should know that we should fast fall through it. But I think because we see the new path, it like confuses us. Sometimes I've taken the left path and I realize I can't do the room quickly. Yeah, Spiffy, you do. I guess it would be strictly for the long way. I don't know how to do this room quickly. It's kind of annoying. It's a jank room. Those stupid platforms on the ground just ruined the whole room. All right, here, 1 shot, 1 super. You just have to stay calm and know that you have a little bit of time to deal with it. You can also just spam missiles and take care of him.
So I'm always streaming until like 4, and that's when trick-or-treating starts.
Okay, here, once again, I'm just going up there to take care of the 2 face guys, the Phantoons on this left and right. It's 2k points for 1 power bomb, but also when you eventually have to go back up there, you don't have to worry about them sniping you or anything. It's kind of tricky to get up that room. That's a kind of like a KPR strat that I did there, so.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Alright, so here, best strat, you always want to get up the shaft, so the only reason I'm sparking on the right side is so that I could just fall and morph into this room. I kind of mess this room up a lot. Anyway, moonfall to the bottom.
Nah, we
and
got
go
candy.
through. Alright, so this room you have to know that there's that guy. I kind of propelled him back because I entered with a shot.
Tell that story, but
And
basically
you
just,
gotta
like,
missile
ran
him.
out and chased the kid down.
Okay, so kill those 2 pancakes, and then the fastest way is to just go up here.
just like a 16-pound little dog.
Talking about the story
She
where
got so
Mandu
excited
chased
when
down
the
a
kid
kid in
ran away.
Halloween. Alright, this room backwards is awkward. Just take it carefully is all I can say. This last part, just follow your shot and run through. Be confident. Alright, lay a power bomb here early.
Exactly. Mandu did what?
So know that you don't want. I don't think it matters too much, but lay the power bomb like earlier rather than later.
She got really excited.
Like you could lay it right here because in the end they're going actually much further right. You should get 3,000 points in this room if you kill them all.
Mandu did want to play.
Yeah, 90,
She
90
got
50.
really excited. Mandu loves people so much.
You might have seen me do a spark in the beginning of the game, messing with them. Late game, those flies will one-shot you, so I don't mess with that late game. Alright, you've seen me do this room a bunch. We'll skip through this room. Alright, so let's see what I do with the secret. Once again, I said, depending on the state of the acid is when I choose to get the secret. Yeah, so I have time to grab this. Yeah. I think I took this more seriously this time. Yeah. Yeah, you can see I took that kind of seriously.
So those things scale. That's why you got to be careful.
If I had lower health, I would get the refill, but
Yo, just
I didn't.
refill rooms back and forth.
Alright.
Back and forth doors.
Use this
repeatedly.
room, just free rooms. Same concept earlier. Silva's going down this way, so lay the power bomb here, kill the 3 face hugger guys, and I call them face huggers, but that's a better description for the B-toms, I guess. But yeah. So this room, Oats does this kind of neat. He kind of evolved the strat in this room, but basically, the important thing to know in this room is sometimes you'll come in here with full health. First of all, you want to break 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to break these blocks. If you have to bomb them out, you'll bomb them out. But I have excess power bombs, so I'm just power bombing. You might see me not get this drop. That's because if you get this drop, the bug will respawn and he'll kill me. So I leave the drop there. If you freeze him, it's not good enough, because then if you try to short shot, you'll bonk him along the way and you'll get stopped. So you gotta kill him. If you have full resources, then shoot a missile so that he drops a missile, because you need the drop is so that he doesn't respawn. So I jump over him, and then I do the short charge. Now Oats has evolved. He actually jumps here. He grabs this 2k secret and then he sparks, but I haven't like learned to do that yet. So I just go here to get the 750 secret in the back. So here I lay a power bomb. It's because you have to kill this block and this block. Otherwise you'll get stuck in the acid. So if early game, if you get in this situation with no power bombs, it really sucks. So I'll grab this. My strat here is I actually jump. I go to the very back of the Chozo so that I have the run speed, and then if you run off and then you hold down, you can dodge this. You won't clip this ledge, and then you'll reach the corner. That's how I do that strat.
Yeah, thanks, Squirtle. First time seeing me on Twitch.
So here you jump up a little bit, lay a power bomb so you get 3,000 points and kill all those guys. It's a strat I stole from Oats ages ago.
Which is really cool, because I have like no YouTube.
I just quickly grab that 360 secret, because it's fast and it's on the way up anyway.
Kraid?
Alright, so I have 1 super, so I have to do another 6 missile plus 1 super Kraid Quick Kill. This is the key. This run had 5 Kraid kills. So
real quick.
it's pretty important that I get all these. I don't know which one this is, but I mean, I got like 140 more rooms to go, right? So, all right. So I decided to store a spark here, and I just decided to spark up. I said, screw the 750 secret. Okay, here in this room, the most important thing is keep shooting up, keep shooting straight shots up. Because the most important thing is you clip these guys' wings. If they're still flying and they get near you, they're gonna do some crazy like jujitsu and like smack you in some way, right? So always make sure to just shoot above and clip the wings off. Like don't get greedy and like, oh, I'm gonna kill the guy, right? He's frozen. He's done, right? You've dealt with him, right? Even if he's not frozen, you don't have ice. If they start, if you don't kill them for a while, then you have to kill them. But like, you need to make sure that these guys' wings all get clipped. Otherwise, you're in for a bad time. Like, it's not going to be pleasant. Yeah, 5 Kraids. Fastest way is just out that door. Sometimes there's a dude that spawns here, so you got to make sure. I was being careful with the down shots. Okay, so this room I probably should have taken it more carefully and like laid a power bomb and just followed it down. But I decided with my full beam combo, if one of them decided to chase me, I would try to freeze it. And I have learned recently that works. Sorry. Now the other thing is, normally I would also lay a power bomb around here for the same reason, right? But you might notice the ouches haven't spawned. Once you get to like room 180, I think they fall off the map. So they despawn, basically.
World record, so I gotta take it seriously.
Okay, so this is when Bison decides to donate 1,000 bits.
That's why it says try hard. Yo, GT again? Let's go.
And I have to do a YOLO for him, which is a huge scam.
What's the funniest thing?
This is where I talk about how I thought it was funny. I talked that it was funny because Oats got into this room at like room 300 or something like that. And he had like 50 missiles, and it just made me laugh how fast he dumped the missiles on. But I did the exact same thing later on in the game, which is funny. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't do that, but I just thought it was funny that the same thing happened. On what I was kind of laughing about. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, it was just amusing.
Broke 200, and that was the record a while ago. And
all right, so we kill this guy.
And it
Get the super. There's not much to say.
Yeah, but that's for a different reason. That's to literally get the drops, right?
Okay, so I'm taking the up door because Spore Spawn is always good. 1, 2, 3 freezes his fish if you have full beam combo. You could kill him, but you know, yeah. I decided not to mess with that secret. You could just die.
Kill me. Yes, and that's sort of the. Oh god, I'm so stupid.
I zoned out there. I thought wreck ship was off and I was talking, so I forgot that that guy was waiting for me.
I completely forgot that this was.
You have to be careful with that guy because the robot will eat your shots.
Hold on,
So once again, make sure you clip the
I guess
wings.
I gotta focus. So it's kind of for the same reason, but it's not to avoid damage. It's because they
Soup. Thank you for the 300 bits. I will play a little bit after this, but we're kind of just doing a quick watch back, and I'm kind of talking about my strats. I might upload this into YouTube because some people asked. This was amazing. When I saw this room with 3 minutes 40 seconds, I was like, holy cow, this could be a good run. I just wish I had my reserve back. No, Soup, this is my run. I got world record back. This is the world record.
Yeah.
Thanks. Alright, so this room you always want to run. This jump is kind of scary because if you miss it and you fall in the ocean, it's over for you.
Oh my god, Bison. Are you kidding me?
This is when Bison cheered 1,000 bits. And my premium YOLO is available up to room
I'm just
199.
letting you know, I might die, and then I can't redeem.
My reserve is blown. I have 94 HP, and he decided to donate. It's actually the most
You really
rude
want to
donation
see me
ever.
Get killed on a world record level pace, huh? Bison, thank you for the bits. If I get past 200, I'm not redeeming this. I hope you know that.
Spoilers, this is where impressive is. You deboost off of this to the left side. Spoilers, sorry.
Okay, we're gonna redeem this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to.
So we can all blame Bison right here.
Take this kind of easy, and we can redeem it here.
Let's all blame Bison for me not getting 400 rooms. Because normally I would just go out the left here. But I decided I gotta redeem this YOLO for him. So let's blame Bison
Alright,
for that.
Thank you for the premium YOLO. Oh god, please don't get me killed. Oh, it's so perfect.
Right into reserve. But you know what? You know, I go left, I fight Ridley, I get bad RNG and die. And instead Bison took me to the right into a refill. So thanks, Bison.
Oops. Oh, that was the scariest YOLO I've had to do in my life.
Oh, Soup, I hope you didn't realize... Wait, Soup, did you think I was doing an actual run? Sorry if that's the case. Sorry.
Dangerous.
You did? Okay. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay, let me update the title. Sorry, Soup.
Did I get cleanser?
No refunds. Okay, I updated the title. This is where my previous world record died, the 314. I missed that second Metroid. He latched onto me and I died. Yeah, it's on the list, but I think he was hoping to redeem it for this run. All right, so this room, get this secret up here. It's worth 2k. It's a good amount. Now, I could have left out the top, but I have plasma, so I can kill these guys very quickly for 2k points. I think I did kind of a sloppy job, but yeah. When you come down here, first of all, I decided not to kill the third one because I didn't want to waste time. But you want to go down here because it's 5,000 to get unfazed.
Sorry, Aniv.
Marcelo, basically, skill issue. Aim lower. Shoot earlier, and don't be like lax. Like I just shot like one time, I think, thinking that it wasn't going to be a problem, because I've never had an issue with that. But it's one of those things where it's like you don't have an issue until it happens, right? But now that I know like that could happen, I'm just more careful with the shot. So everything is a room that I've talked about before. I spark across here because you can just get to this door quickly. But I think falling is probably fine. I just have my spark, so whatever. So pit room, you gotta kind of take carefully when you have speed boost or high jump. It's kind of awkward. So
welcome back.
Yeah.
Spike.
So this room, I'm eyeballing. You see these columns? These columns. Between these columns will always be a platform. So I just jump and then I see a column and then I just decide to land on the column, if that makes sense. So speed high jump, you can just jump up here.
It's weird not having this room with
yeah, no more advising, sorry.
For this room. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't wave, by the way, Marcelo. It was wave plus Spazer. It just barely dodged them.
Thank you, Spike.
Yes, Soup, it is. Is it 750? Okay, so this room. Well, first of all, let me talk about this room. From this side, you want to just kill these guys as fast as possible, and then lay a power bomb here so that you get 3k points along the way down. If you don't kill these guys fast, it gets really awkward because you don't know where they are. Yeah. Here, the fastest way, you don't want to go up. There's the turtles up there. The fastest way is to just go down. There's also a secret right here, 750. And then lay a power bomb here. It's a power bomb refill too. I always just grab that real quick. Spiffy, I've never gotten it, so I don't actually know. I decided to go down there. I can't think of a way to do cleanser way. So my preferred way of doing this room from the right to left is I scoot into this hole and I lay a power bomb here. That takes care of some crabs over there, like 2 of them, I think. And then Croak and I call it the oat strat, but what we always do is after you take care of the crabs for here, if you go into this specific hole, you should also maybe take care of this crab on the way over. But once you get to this point, this is the hole that you have to go down to get to the next part of the room. But to the right of it, this hole that goes like kind of deep in, if you lay a power bomb here, it kills everything. It kills the top left crab over there, and it kills all these crabs here. So this is like, that's the money spot right there, that one. If you're coming in from the left side, it's a little bit more awkward because there's 3 more crabs you have to kill on the right. But this kills like the top left crab and it kills the crabs down here. That's the money spot. So just remember that spot right there. This one I got sad. So a few things. I run in here. I run in here and I do a tap. So I'm beginning a short charge with the intention of trying to do this room. And I was kind of hoping I could just hold dash here. But basically I got one. You have to do 4 taps for a short charge, right? Every time our elbow is in the back position, that's the next tap. So I got 1 tap so far. 2, 3. So the 4th is too slow at this point. You can get the short charge, you run through, and this room is actually good. And if you're wondering why I don't reach this, it's because I actually built up run speed from the previous room, so I have like some jank amount of run speed.
Okay, well I know
and that's why enough. I'm not making that jump.
If I did taps, I could have gotten it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I think getting that secret at past 100 is, I think, about break even. So I think it's close to break even, so I chose not to get it this time.
The plasma's big enough.
A secret where you like kind of fall down into this end, jump back up. So here, this is all pretty simple. Just going to the next doors. Okay, so if the ship wasn't turned on, I would actually get clipping, but it is. So I don't want to mess with it. So at this stage of the game, I'm the best way to approach this, I screwed this up, is to just get the short charge and then just go.
secret.
As fast as possible.
750 secrets.
Yeah, jumping on top of the
Take
statue
1 second
might
to
cost
grab.
about a second, so it's kind of a wash to do that. Yeah. All right, so this angle, I kind of screwed up. This room is very technical, okay? You don't really want to shoot down here because the first block that's blocking all the orbs is actually in the dead middle. So you kind of want to angle shot this, but I didn't, and whatever. Grab the secret on the right, it's 1k. I think these guys don't actually fly up here is what I realized. So it probably didn't matter too much. So if you lay a power bomb here, you can just jump and shoot down, that's fine. If you lay a power bomb here, you will kill the 2 here, and there's one in the, it's 2, 1, 2, right? So you'll kill the 2 here, and it will kill the middle one as long as you follow the explosion down. So you see I killed this guy, right? So it's middle, right, and left. So I kind of screwed up. I was like kind of learning on the spot, and I panicked a little bit. Now you can downshoot these guys, but they take so many shots with Spazer. Fastest way, if you have excess power bombs in this situation, just lay power bombs. One more will kill them in the first shot. So here, like you can spam shots, but like I have excess power bombs, just lay the power bombs. And that room is actually fine. So once again, in this room, I decided to lay a power bomb here to save time, because I'm really trying to eke out as much time as possible. Power bomb there breaks 2 blocks, whereas a bomb I have to wait on 2 shots. I don't need ammo at this point. I'm just going. Don't bother with the super at the top. You gotta turn space jump off as well as high jump to get this. Alright, so we got M3 again. It's just PRKD strats once more. It helps that I ran 90%.
Kraid.
Oh, you got Kraid again. So this is just a standard quick kill. I'll skip past it. I have 4 miss supers at this time, so I could be fancy and, you know, try to make sure that, because you might get scammed and not get your supers back. I could be fancy and use missiles, but you don't want to mess with that. You missed a quick kill, you missed so many points, right? So. Oh, Superman, sorry. First of all, this strat, the best way to approach this, kill this guy, right? For the easiest way to approach this, I just run off here and I just start downshotting. It always hits those guys. So let me see. Why is something worth it early but not later? Yeah, so yeah, I think Carl explained it. But basically, when you're in room 50 and before, every 10k points you get 40 seconds. When you're between rooms 50 and 100, you get 30 seconds every 10k points. After 100, you only get 20 seconds every 10k points. So early on, things might be worth it, even if you go out of the way for it, because you're getting so much time for the points that you get. That's why Speed Booster is also important, because you want to bank that time early, and Speed Booster gives you a lot of points in some rooms. And Marcelo, the energy refill glitch, basically you press pause before you grab the energy, and when you unpause, you can start moving again. Yeah, exactly, Superman. Yeah, feel free to ask questions. I can answer them. I'm gonna probably upload this video. That room was I was getting a little scared, but basically I was just trying to leave as fast as possible. So I could just space jump through all this, but yeah. I tried deboosting here. And I realized the consequences of that could have been really bad, because I could have landed in the Vile Plume, lost a lot of time, and potentially gotten killed. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing that again. Alright, this room is pretty technical. I lay a power bomb on the ceiling here, so I kill the 1, 2, and 3 guys. And then after I kill this guy, so this first guy, I just typically just freeze him or ignore him. This guy, I wait for his fireball, and I try to freeze him if I have to. It doesn't matter. Just wait for his fireball in the first one. And then here, I like laying a power bomb here. Obviously, this room's a little harder, but once I lay the power bomb, I'm storing a charge. And the idea is that I'm going to jump over these boulders. right? And I'm breaking this boulder with the charge. If I didn't have a charge shot, I would super this boulder. Alternatively, you have to either trigger it and then wait, or you have to jump over it, which can be kind of spooky. But this is all kind of like strategically planned from this point on. So this charge is for this boulder up here, so I don't have to waste time. I just go through him and then I freeze this guy. 1,000 points for a free super, so for a super, it's worth it. Here you just short charge and go across KPDR
It's a
strats.
weird situation where I'm really deep, but I don't have that many E-tanks.
Here I'm realizing my E-tank count is kind of short for room 240. Alright, here I do a crouch jump. So crouch jumps lets you go a little bit higher. So you'll see I crouch and then I jump. And that should get you enough height. Because sometimes you don't actually trigger this guy. It's really annoying. So that should get you high enough to trigger this guy. And he comes down. Because I don't fully get exactly how it works. But sometimes if you are like grappling, like he'll start like suckling on you. And then like you can't hit him. So I'm too scared to mess with that. So I don't like try to mess with it.
I think they've all despawned it.
The ouches are going too quickly, so they despawned. So I just was confident in running through. I just know I have to deal with this fish. It's 3 shots. But yeah, at room 240, like they like fall off the screen apparently. So, all right, here I remember to lay a power bomb right away. So I'm breaking that column, and that column. 3 columns. Totally worth it. I'm space jumping up here. And I could probably lay a power bomb here, and I probably should have, because I'm kind of wasting time, and I have a lot of power bombs. I didn't really. It's kind of hard to think about it, like in a terms of going quick. I decided to lay a power bomb here because it's saving me some time instead of having to run through the acid. So I kind of realized that as I got through some of the door. Here, because I'm positive using this energy refill, it's pretty quick. It's not much energy, but it's barely costing me any time. Here I have some space jump. Usually what I do is I just run through and I bounce morph on there. But I had space jump. I tried something else. And I kind of screwed up a little bit, but it was okay.
336.
There's a secret up there. I don't want to waste time getting it.
Weeks, actually, I think.
So here, this room is pretty typical.
How have you been, Zeb?
Zeb screwed me up here. I missed my short charge because Zeb popped in, and Zeb's a good friend and a rando god, and he popped into chat, and I was distracted, so I missed the short charge. But it's okay. All right, so this room from this side. Just note, you might have seen Oats. Oats actually angles shots this because if you upshot, you break this block and the block at the top that the crab might enter. So you could see I'm very careful. I understand that that's a possibility, so I have grapple out. And you see I smack him because he's going to get me. So put that power bomb in the money spot. I don't know what happened there, but basically there's 3 crabs. And I just have to kill this crab. Sometimes there's one crab that gets stuck in the bottom right.
He was a double.
And you have to kill that guy. So if you kill that last crab, but you don't get a cleanser, there's a crab on the bottom
I
right.
tried to.
1, 2, 3. Freeze that guy.
Good thing I know how to count now.
Just take care of that because you're on your way back. And then, yeah, kill the rest of these pancakes. Alright, so pretty straightforward. You have your choices of left and right doors here. So early game, if you need to go to the right door, just fall down and go to the right side.
Yeah.
If you have wave, just go out through this door because you don't have to jump up there.
1 shot. 2 shot.
This room is kind of sketchy.
Yeah, nice try, buddy.
You can't, it's hard to distinguish that door from this door. So just know that if you're in this door and you like kind of jump and aim down, like there's a ball that might fly over here. So if you're in this room and like nothing happens, then just morph, lay a power bomb, and then fall down. That's the best way to approach it.
Guy almost got me.
If you're entering from the bottom, you have to jump and shoot, or else you'll get killed. All right, Botwoon. Basically, whenever you're in this situation, when Botwoon goes in the hole, this is my strat. It's just stand and don't like morph or move around because Botwoon's spitting is dependent upon when where you are standing and like where your height is and stuff, right? So the strats that I have are all based off of if you're just standing and not moving. So basically, if he spawns here, here, or here, these right holes, all you have to do is just morph. You just have to morph and you're safe. The one scary pattern is if he spawns here. Which he doesn't do. Once he gets below 50% health, if his original starting pattern when he pops out is just a dash and he didn't spit, then you're safe. If he spits and then dashes, he might still spit even if he's under 50%. So just know that like that's how it works.
Nope, not a single time nitro.
I think I prefer this now. I just
That was nice.
run a mock through. Okay, this room is why you can see I kind of fast fall through this door. This room is one of the reasons why I think you need to fall fast through a bottom door, because if you fall slow, you see this guy. I can't even move, right? And he's already like gunning it for me, right? You see this? You see this, right? And then I immediately just run to the right. So what ends up happening very often, yeah, if you fall slow, what ends up happening is you land and then you go, oh crap, he's gonna poke me in the butt. So then you try jumping, but you have no movement speed. So you just do this like crappy jump when you can't move left or right, and then you land on him, and then you die. This has happened to me a few times already. It almost happened to Oats the other day. Yeah. Just know that there is a dude right there. Just take care of that guy. Go out the left. Okay, just note in this room.
It does for 50, but it's not quite that simple either.
Just know that this crab right here, this guy right here, he's the global crab. This is the one that's global. Okay, so when you have certain speeds, he gap skips the hole and he'll go and loop around like this, right? But sometimes he just goes up. Like before room 10, he actually typically just goes up. Just know that this is the global one. The other ones are like they only move when you're off screen. Yes, shift.
It does.
So I saw that I shot him right there, so I knew if I go up here, he's the global one, right? I knew that like I wasn't panicking. I knew that I could deal with him.
Shot him twice already. So
yeah, the crabs are crazy in this.
It does stop at 50, but not if he could keep chaining spits. That makes sense.
So here you just want to go in as fast as possible. If you have no beams, you could also lay a power bomb if that's an option. There's strats that you can approach this without beams that like you can speed it up. Doing that room fast is pretty technical. So if you have P shot, it happens a lot early game too. Fastest way to get out of this, I believe I stole this from Zost for a hundo. No, not Zost. It's Scotty. It's Scotty strat, right? Actually, if you just morph unmorph, I think that's the fastest way to get out of here.
Again, even if
so you can't see what I'm doing there, but I'm morph unmorphing.
It's only after he goes to a full on.
Now, if you're above the sand, then you just want to jump and fast fall through. But in that situation, you're not above the sand. So here's something I kind of like learned recently. But basically, here I always this guy's gonna try to scam you down here. But if you charge a shot, you should just you'll phase through the shot. The added bonus is you can hit him with a charge shot on the way down. So then you can kill him really quickly. So here, 1, 2, 3. It's 3 shots to kill these guys. So learning to do that efficiently is kind of important. I think the 1K might not be worth it at the point because you're underwater. It's too slow. So I don't get that 1K in the little pocket. All right, so familiar rooms.
I mean, this might not be good enough. I'm just not getting enough bosses.
Familiar rooms. Unpause. I'll try to speed up a little bit. Now that I kind of went through a bunch of rooms, like I'm sure we'll get some similar ones. Okay. Kraid again.
Getting a lot of Kraid.
This might be like Kraid number 4 or 3 or 4. So just the typical quick kill.
Down to because if you guys remember how Oats's went, he was at 200 with 1 minute, 220 I think with 1 minute. And he ended at...
Oh, that was sick here. Okay, let me try to answer this question. Something that bugs me that where there's a water room with a rotten grapple spot. Oh, Oh, that's the. I'll get that room later in this run. That's Pants room. Right door is the same. Yeah. So there's a room in Green Bryn that's also like that, but they changed it in this game. But basically, those doors are connected. It's one of the. There's only 2 rooms I think in Super Metroid that are weirdly connected in that way, and that's one of them. Yeah, everyone gets confused in that room, but if you go into that room, yeah, it just takes you to the other side of the room. You'll get through an actual door transition. It even resets the enemies, but it's not like a normal arcade room. You will not get a new room. You'll get the right side of that room, and if you go back to the left, you'll get the left side of that room again. So you cannot leave through the right. If you've ever watched Hundo, the speedrun, that's the ice clip room. So they're actually the same room connected. In fact, when you get through that room from the top and you go to the down, if you fall down and you actually continue falling down, you're actually on that side of the room. Yes, an ice clip is an achievement in this mode. And Oates had the opportunity to get it because he even had space jump for it and he didn't go for it. The right door leads to a dead end, yes. Record, and you had 3 minutes. Okay, so this was amazing. I got the spark through. There we go. That was awesome. That room sucks otherwise.
That was pretty clutch. Oh, I should have taken the down door.
No, it doesn't crimp. Okay, so here I think I remember not this. No, I did spark. Okay. So sparking is a little bit slower than if you were to jump. I think it's debatable if this is... How much... Is this one worth it? I don't know. Anyway, I remember this time I see this guy and I think I do my angle shot here. Yeah, like a lot earlier, so I get skilled this time.
Okay, please don't get me killed.
I always get spooked here though because I've done skilled and then I like die in the next room. But 5k is a lot, so...
Dude, I'm getting so much M3 practice.
Okay, this room, it's important to know it's a scam if you're used to the vanilla game because this guy's coming at you. So you just have to see this guy, you just have to shoot him and then just morph because this guy's also shooting you. Your options are, they're trying to combo you, right? He's coming from below and this guy's coming from above. And he's like shooting the middle spot. So you got to kill this guy and then you got to morph. See, it's the combo. They're getting you with that full combo right there. So this is like your only option for this room. But you lay the power bomb. Just know that this secret is like a 4k secret, and daring is 5k up there. So, power bombs are a pretty good way to kill this guy. So I was trying to do that, but I was kind of being sloppy. Kept like falling in the hole and stuff because this hole breaks, and I was being dumb. But yeah, I have so many missiles too. Missiles are another 9 missiles to kill him. That's another good way to do it. Thank you, Shift. Once again, you need run speed in here or that guy will kill you. Alright, so here again, lay a power bomb here. I think this power bomb is kind of bad. I don't think I double kill this guy for whatever reason, but double kills the one below. So I lay another power bomb here with the intention of killing all the Silvas down here. And I got the cleanser. And it double killed those guys up there. I think they're called Garudas.
Thank you, Kafis. Yo. What's up, dude? Haven't seen you in a while.
Alright, so BT, you gotta remember that if you're fighting BT and you have more than 5 missiles, he will jump back, but then he might shoot the lasers. I think he always shoots the lasers at you. So at this stage of the game, just use a super on him. Just hit him a few times. Do 2 missiles, 1 super. Just
We got some world
yeah. Don't mess around. BT might actually mess you up.
Right
It's rare to find BT at this stage of the game, so it's not something that people probably have noticed late game too often, but just that's something to note. Free BT skip, yeah. Imagine. Optimization here as you're running unequipped ice beam, and you can kill the Garudas down there. But I don't know. Didn't feel like doing it. I took a hit there because I'm dumb. And I didn't blow my reserves because I don't know. It's a miracle that it didn't kill me. But it did a lot of damage. Got my refill though, no problem. I thought the refill matters that much, but well, it did because in this room I would have blown my reserve. Because you have to take those hits pretty much. Alright, so this room again. So I screwed up here, but I got him on the way down. But you can see him. I know like which platforms. The spikes don't hurt much, so I don't worry about the spikes. But you gotta be careful with these Firefleas because they move so erratically. Alright, so you see how I did that? See this guy? He's coming in with another big hop, right? So he's gonna get you. So sometimes if you're shooting, like, you might not hit this guy, right? So like, just in case, I'm doing like this little hop, if that makes sense. These guys generally will just bounce against the wall several times. So it's that right guy that will get you. Okay, lay a powerbomb here once again. 3,000 points for free.
The jump through.
I got scared here because if I got Metroid Room 2, I probably would have died. Because I jumped through that room like that. Okay, here,
jump through.
What you have to know is that there's 2 waivers that are kind of moving erratically. If you enter right away and you jump right up, you can kill them. This waiver right here, he only moves when you're like on screen, right? So when he's like here, let's see. Typically what happens in this room is those 2 waivers are like on the left side, but this waiver right here, like he's not moving right now. Oh, maybe he is. I don't know. Basically, like, what I'm trying to say is if you enter the room, there's one waiver right here that's just chilling until you jump high enough, and then once he gets here, he'll actually tackle you. The other 2 are kind of just like erratically moving, but basically spam shots and just, if you're not sure what's going on, you have to kill 3 waivers, right? If you haven't killed 3 waivers, just kind of like jump and shoot and be a little careful. I killed 2, but I knew 1 waiver went to the left. Here the pattern is down, up, down. There's one hopper down here, there's one hopper up here, and there's another down here. And just know you want to kind of cover you want to shoot towards the middle, because if they jump high and you're shooting in the bottom, they might jump over your shot. Here typically I just lay a power bomb. Because you get all your power bombs back anyway. It's just the easiest way to deal with them rather than spam missiles. You can spam missiles too, but this is a CMO strat. You can shoot him with a beam, but if you shoot him right here with a super before like he does anything, you get a double kill on him. So you get 3,000 plus 3,000. So you see that. I've always wanted to do this, but I'm pretty sure if you enter with the spark and you horizontal spark to the right, I don't think you'll get hit, and I think you'll get a 7x kill on him. I think you'll get a septuple kill. Oh, Spazer SBA? Wait, that's amazing. I had to blow those fast because, you know, I don't have time. Stasio, I think, is clowning on me at this point.
Player better.
Okay, so we're going to the next room. I should have jumped. If I got full Halfie, that would have been so sick. So grapple's weird. If you don't know how to grapple jump, look up a tutorial or something. But I'm grapple jumping up here. It's just basically morph on morph. Here, you just treat it like PRKD. You just do a deep boost there. Doing this room quick is kind of important because it's a really bad room otherwise.
Maybe it's because you can't do it in the room. Yeah, it does feel like kind of a scam.
Full Halfie should be worth like 20k points. Because the jump is kind of hard. Even if you have the spark to acknowledge it and then jump through, it's not the easiest. Okay, so this is all pretty typical so far. Okay, so 2 up here. Deal with this guy how you feel is right. I have a lot of missiles, so I just decided to missile him. Confidence in these rooms is really important. So I just know from experience that, you know, where he is. So I know that these 3 missiles are going to connect. So I go 1, 2, 3. I just know. Now, this is something that Croak taught me not too long ago, like 3 weeks ago. But sometimes if you spark through, they don't actually die. It's because you do damage per frame. And sometimes you actually like phase through them so quickly that they don't take like at least 2 frames worth of damage. Because they have kind of a lot of health, right? If you go to this back corner and then you spark, you will kill all of them, including this last guy. This guy's notorious for living. So that's an important strat. Thanks, Chichi. Yeah, that's what happens. So when you go through up doors at this stage, you always want to aim left. Okay, 1, 2, 3 to freeze this fish with full beam combo. Kill that guy, and then once again, we're going for this 4K secret. Picking up the 750 kills along the way. So I just grabbed that 1 missile on instinct, and then I realized like I don't need more missiles, so I didn't grab the second one. I have plenty. The key thing you're looking out for is getting enough missiles for Motherbrain. But once you fight Motherbrain one time, you don't need any more ammo. So just don't waste time. Cheesy, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not playing right now. Yeah, I got my, you know, what I'm playing with my left hand, and then what else am I playing with? What's going on here? Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. Soup donated some bits for YOLO. Sorry, Soup. Pre-recorded run, yep. The toe hitbox, yep. This room, just make sure you deal with that one guy up there, and this would be fine. I don't like using power bombs in this room, but I have so many that it's just faster. So just use the power bombs. Otherwise, I would just bomb through normally, but this is an important time where I'm saving as much time as I possibly can. Grapple through. I always hold grapple and I hold down to extend the grapple hitbox. I don't know if that's technically the fastest way, but I think it's pretty quick. I think I'm pretty good getting through those rooms. Well, Cheesy, you're gonna find out. If you don't know what it is, you'll find out what I got. Watch this. Watch this calculation. 9 missiles to kill these guys. Look at that. Look at that. Seasoned veteran here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That missile's flying, and I'm already. Look at that. I'm already moving. I don't even have missile selected anymore. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he knows. He knows. Okay. Arcade main. Goat. Yeah. Okay. I don't think this was worth it. I just spam missiles and stuff. I probably should have just supered, but whatever. Yeah. So down shot, super, freeze this guy, go through the door. Millionaire.
Another millionaire, baby.
Okay, jump, lay the PB so that you kill the 2 up there. And then I just go out the left door. Maybe the top door is actually just quicker. I don't know. Hi, Kyushi.
I'm too scared to pause and get a few cheap shots here.
All right, that room, it's important not to panic too much. You just, if you have a full beam, just use it. Otherwise, just blast him with missiles. So just basically just stand still and kill that guy. All right, so from this top right, the cleanser from the top right, this is kind of the more important one to know. If you're in this right door or bottom door, remember there's 3 guys at the top. So just kill this cack right away. Try to get this freeze on this guy right away so you don't have to worry about him. So I froze him. And from here, what I do is I just stand here and I just angle shot. I just keep angle shotting until I get the other guy. You could go down, but you just have to acknowledge that you might. There is a small chance you'll just bump into him. You'll whiff your shots and bump into him. So the safest way to do it, just stand here and just angle shot till you kill him. So you see I killed him, and now I know the 3 guys are dead. The cack, the top waver, the middle waver, they're all gone. That power bomb, as long as you lay this in the corner, you have to remember, you have to make sure that you lay it in this right corner. Because if you don't lay it here, there is a waver over here that you're not going to kill. So laying it here, which is what I used to do, doesn't work. You have to get it in the corner.
All right, here we go, PP. On a quest.
I don't need the reserve up there, so I'm not getting it. Points could maybe be worth it. Okay, so there you go. There's another situation where I had fall speed through here, but if you don't, oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Trying to poke me in the butt.
I hate this room when it's alive.
Which any percent shot, Spiffy? I'll talk about this room in a sec. I can't fall through. I don't remember. Sorry. Okay, let me talk about this room. So yeah, you can't go through this door because this room is called Pants Room because it's actually shaped like pants. It's like an N. So if you go up and around, that's where we leave, right? But if you, instead of going out the door, you can actually keep going down, and that's what's on the other side of this door. Alcatraz is 2K, yeah, Bison. I don't think it was worth for me getting Alcatraz. It takes too long. If you go through this door, you actually end up on the right side of that room. And that's where you would do the ice clip strat, but nobody ever does it in an arcade, basically. So here, I think the best way to approach this is to go on this, stop your swinging by re-grappling so that you're just not moving. And depending on the direction that you're facing, so this time I'm facing right, you're gonna wobble like a pendulum. So if I'm facing left, immediately let go and just fall off this side. If I was facing right, immediately let go and fall on this side. Because, you know, you could waste time here by like wobbling and you're not sure which way to go. But in this case, I was facing left, so I jump off here, go here. If you don't, I'll explain this. With charge, you can see what I do here. With charge, I like to pseudo, I pseudo up here. Basically, if you play Hundo, you know how this room works to some extent because you deboost off of this guy up here, right? So all you need to know is if you're hugging this right door, try not to think about the other ones. As long as you're hugging this right side, this is the one you have to deal with. So if I have a pseudo, I kill this guy and land up here. And then I freeze this guy. If I don't have a beam, if you don't have full beam combo, you won't freeze this guy in one shot. If you don't have a beam, you need to take out either missiles or grapple. And then as you run down here and as you're falling, you need to missile him. It's a hard room. It's a really hard room. Yes, AFK. Now, if you don't have charge, which you might not, because you can get to this room early, right? What you do is you spin jump up here, you land right here, and you upshot with a missile. If you don't have missiles, you need to use grapple. So what you would do is you would land here. This room is really hard. You need to know how to approach it. You would grab this ledge, land it, upshot with a missile, and then you proceed the same way. If you don't have missile, use grapple. Because you will always have grapple for this room, right? You land here, grapple up, kill this guy. And then you land here. I have beam, so I'm just freezing this guy. You run off, and then you run off holding angle, and you shoot him with a missile, or you shoot him with a grapple. And then from here, if you have beam, you just aim down and shoot, and just freeze these guys, right? If you don't have beam, which you might because you can get this early, take your grapple out and just try to get him on the way down. These two are the two dangerous ones. This guy, sometimes you can get him, but usually he's not in your way. So if you guys are curious, see down here, you can actually fall down from here. But if you go through that door on the bottom right, it takes you to this part of the room from the underneath. No, Nitro, you can do it with grapple. Alcatraz is fine sometimes because if you're in the bottom right or you're going out the bottom door, it's right there. Cleanser, I think it takes too long. The thing with cleanser in some of the other rooms is you get the cleanser along the way. So in Cathedral with the Garudas, you have to just traverse the room and go that way, right? So it's like, and you're killing the Garudas and the Silvas with a power bomb, so you can kill like the most of the screen with a power bomb. But the most importantly, it's on the way to the exit. For Parlor, there's like 50 exits. So you have to compare it to the time of just leaving the room right away, right? And in Parlor, you can often just leave the room within a second. If you're in the bottom right of the, if you spawn from the bomb Torizo side, then the fastest way is to just Alcatraz up anyway. So you just get the Alcatraz. If you're on the top right of the room, the fastest exit is probably through the bottom, and then you can just get Alcatraz because it's kind of right there anyway. But not only is just, it's so hard to cleanse the entire room, but not only that, like all those things are worth like 250. They're not really worth that much. So that's why the cleanser is just not that great. It's just kind of a watchback, but it is kind of a tutorial too, Linux. I guess this would be a good resource if I upload this, so I'll upload it. All right, so this room, grapple across. There's a secret right here. This room, this is a hard trick. I screwed it up and I decided I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. But the thing is, like these blocks, you want to break them with speed booster, right? But you also want to moonfall because it's a really long shaft. So the trick is you want to hit this ledge right here, and then you want to immediately moonfall to make it through. I feel like I get it like 50% of the time, but I missed it because I was waiting for the fanfare and then I didn't get the fanfare. So I paused here for like a second and then I screwed up. And then here I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna fall through, because if I miss it, if sometimes you just like keep missing it and that's not good. I'm just gonna take the L here. It's probably similar, Chichi. That power bomb, I laid it way too quickly. I actually don't think these guys would go faster. So, yeah.
What was the record? Someone tell me.
All right, so once again, one shot, one super. If you don't have supers, you just spam missiles.
36?
If you don't have anything, he'll actually, if you're early game, no E-tanks, no ammo, which you can get it, you literally just die. It's stupid. In that previous room, I could have laid a power bomb as well to clear the block faster, but I didn't. Yeah, Nitro. I think they do some checks. Okay, so here, this is a side note. Something I learned when I died one time. I don't know if you guys see, if you ever get into a situation where you're like falling, you don't know where you are. You see these two blocks underneath, like these two blocks. Every time you see like grapple blocks and you don't know where you are and you're afraid you're going to land on one of these guys, just know when you see these, they're directly underneath them. So as you can see, he's directly underneath. So if you see like a set of two, just know if you stay to like the right or left of them, you'll probably be safe. This was sick, by the way. I need to point this out to everybody. Look at this. Look at this. I was just like, how am I going to eke out some extra points here? Oh, 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 baby. Oh, and get the quick fall. Okay, all right. Rewarded with Croc.
Who looks like cack snipe right there?
Thanks, Nitro. You said the same thing when you were watching. It's just 500 points, but I have so much ammo that like... Obviously, I'm not going to do that when it's like early game and I have one super, 4 missiles. But when you're like this deep, you have to think about how you can trade your resources in for time. So sometimes that means using power bombs like kind of very aggressively that you wouldn't normally. So Marcelo, basically you need to have grappled and you're going upwards. And then you need to be in morph, right? So typically if you have spring ball, it takes spring ball off. I spam down until I morph and then I mash jump so that I unmorph and then jump. So if you are If you unmorphed while going upwards off of grapple, and then you press jump, you will do another jump.
I would YOLO here for $500. 50,000 bits. I would YOLO here.
All right, I already have spike suit, so I personally don't like going for spike suit on Croc just because you're sacrificing no damage for it. But I do understand the reasoning for doing it, like, you know, if you're pre-50 or pre-100. Yeah, the down is important that you do on kind of like you're not spamming the down necessarily, but after you get the morph, you need to hit jump a few times. That I screwed up because I came in with the angle shot. I was confident I shot straight, but I shot angle. So I'm jumping with my muscle memory is making me jump and lay a power bomb, but I realized quickly that like if I do that, I might land on that thing. So I kind of freaked out and didn't die. Okay, but here I'm going up. There's a secret here, 750. I have space jump, so I think you can get that pretty quickly. People might not necessarily know about that one. Here's Kraid for the 15th time. I got 5 Kraids in this run. I skipped it real quick.
Oh god, that spooked me.
Yes, Carbon. I will upload it. I'll timestamp it as well, so I have the different rooms. All right. So once again, I want to beat this cycle. I have space jump and screw. The important thing about this, you'll notice it happens to me in the end. You want to screw through all these, but you don't want to screw the bottom side of this block, because if you screw the bottom side of this block, what happens is you get stuck and then you're wasting time. So you'll see it actually happen to me at the end here. So you want to screw the top or the middle. Watch this right here. Punk. Get stuck. It's annoying. And bam. That's why you do not mess with this freaking bug here, because everybody that's got a really good time in this room in arcade has probably died to this bug. And I thought I was safe. Look at that. I thought I was safe. I was not. The yapping maw kind of killed me, but the yapping maw doesn't do anything. He just delivers you to the bug. So this bug, don't mess with him. Freeze him, kill him or something. I'm trying to go fast because I want to get a really strong record. All right. But if you're just trying to like play arcade and like do well and like, you know, not screw up, and you're not trying to optimize every little thing, make sure this bug is dealt with. Yeah. That
was so bad.
It's a Zebo, yeah. The freaking farm bug is scarier than anything in this game. Okay, so hot rando tip. If you enter this room, the best way to approach this. Okay. I learned this all from Rando League. It was important, right? Best way to typically approach this is, you enter this room, right? This row right here is when these are the fall blocks, right? So what you want to do is you actually want to jump and clear out these 3 blocks right here. These 3 all the way to the end. You want to leave this set of blocks. Unfortunately, I entered shooting, so I ended up clearing all these. But typically what you want to do is you want to leave the block that would be right here, right? Because this point right here is where you want to fall down. In this case, I don't need the extra missile, so it doesn't matter. But for future notice, what you do is you leave. You would leave this block right here. You would leave this leave this block right here, stand in the middle, and then aim down and then shoot. Okay. And then you'll get both items. Anyway, this is a hundo strat. So just there's different ways to do the quick fall. The important thing is that when you get to this set of blocks, just know that these are double blocks crumbles and these are single crumbles. So your timing has to change right around here. I think you need to quick fall through these set of blocks for it to trigger. So if you screw up everything, but you get it right here, you'll get the quick fall. Okay. This is not a quick fall tutorial, so just keep that in mind. Quick drop, it's worth 10K. So if you miss it, it's actually a tragedy. Like if I missed that there, I would have actually, like my heart would have sank. Yeah, it's not timed. There's just the trigger at some point. You could botch everything and then, yeah. Oat strat. Stasio starts laughing at me here. Anyway. Oh, GT again. Not GT so many times.
Can't mess around.
Because I blew my reserve, I'm farming GT. You can actually, once you get in the spot, you can turn, like you'll see me do this. And you can just kind of shoot this and then grapple the farm. Just don't move too much, obviously. But you should be safe if you just tap left. And don't get above 32 missiles or else you might get blasted. Yeah, this fight took forever. Because I got all my health back. Alright, so anyway, fight's over. We're going through. And I got the best spark of my life.
Oh, that's a way to get world record. That's a way to get.
That was for world record too.
Oh,
that was for 337. The spark to get world record. Yeah, it was good because Oates' record was 336.
Oh man, Oates doesn't even get to hold the record for this. I played today.
All right, so we get through. Almost got that.
That up so much.
Yeah, I got this room a lot.
Yeah, my wife out here calling me washed up. I was like, I literally said it before, you know, maybe I'll go stream some arcade. And she's like, yeah,
yeah, Marcelo, it was pretty sick.
Up. I'm not even kidding. She likes that.
I'm talking about how literally Pinguini, my wife, actually was telling me that I was washed up in this game. And I was like, you know, I might go stream some arcade. And she's like, yeah, you better play. You're washed up. See how that waiver was almost getting ready to scam me? So I was getting ready.
YOLOs are expensive now, but thank you for the 300 bits. I appreciate it.
All right, so time is dwindling. This one is important to be on the left side because if you build up the run speed, I kind of fell, but if you build up the run speed and you jump and you hold down, you can make that ledge. So that's just a neat little optimization. All right, here, Metroid Room 4. It's a weird room where the music will always change and the time doesn't tick down. So you can take this room slow, but just know that this room with wave this room without wave sucks because you just have to know that these Rinkas are constantly out to get you. Just make sure you just freeze the Metroids and don't think about shooting the Metroids too quickly. Just think about the Rinkas in this room. Just know that if you enter the room and you do down shots, you'll freeze them. You jump, you hold down, and then you shoot. It'll scroll the camera down, the Metroid will pop up, and you freeze them. And then don't think about like, oh, I'm going to go down here and shoot this guy. You should think about, I have to deal with this Rinka, I have to deal with this Rinka, and then I'll do a down shot to freeze the other Metroid. Okay? And then this guy. You shoot down and freeze him. And just know that this Rinka is going to spawn too. So I know from experience that I can just hurry up and get this guy, but like, take your time. Take your time. Don't be like me. Take your time and just freeze them all and freeze these guys. Just the time doesn't stop in this iteration of the game. No, in that room it just doesn't stop. All right, so this room. Just know that in this room there is a snail here that's like actively out to get you. If you're falling from the top and you jump from the right immediately, he's not here, so you don't have to worry about him. Okay. You'll see that I turn kind of quickly. It's because this snail, when you get past this snail on the wall, you don't want this snail to like get down to like here. If he gets to here, he's gonna kill you if you try to do the grapple jump. So once I cross this, I'm being cognizant of the fact that I need to get to the side quickly and then turn fast. Otherwise, you'll see how he's down here now. He was moving, and I know. So once you're here, you grapple jump to the top. One small optimization is you'll see me shoot the grapple. Bam, I shoot the grapple. So if you are here and you don't shoot your grapple, you're actually like stuck. You can't move, and you're gonna slowly float up, and then you'll be able to fall and move. Right. The moment you shoot your grapple here, you'll see the moment I shoot my grapple, my velocity upward stops, and then I can move left. So you see that? So it's kind of important that depending on how your grapple jump goes, like if you do your last grapple jump like right here, you're gonna fly to the ceiling, and sometimes there's a snail that's actually gunning it for you, and that's not good. So once you kind of clear this spot, once you clear the ledge like here, shoot the grapple, and then you'll be able to start moving again. It's a small optimization that's important. This jump is actually really crappy. You just have to remember that like you're holding jump like when you're here. Don't try to like don't like try to time your jump to hit it when it lands. You have to actually hold your jump way earlier than before you land this. And if you whiff it, you just do the same thing. Try not to panic and do the same through the next one. All right, so we got this room again. This time I remembered to angle shot to the right, so I didn't break this one just in case. But this time I realized I have 14 power bombs. So yeah, I shot it a few times and then I'm like, wait a second, what am I doing? And then I laid the power bomb immediately. Once again, you want to lay the power bombs. Fastest way to kill these guys. It looks like it might be a little slow because it lags, but remember that lag doesn't matter. And then you just do a short charge. I do a 3-tap typically. So here I think I got the slow room. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it doesn't work. Huh?
Yeah. I looked at this dash. I don't think I could have reached it. So if I could somehow make it to this point with my spark and then spark, it would I think I could blow through all of that.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Huh?
But yeah, I couldn't. If you go in with a short charge, you can break through everything, which is sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Oats is greedy, all right. Here, he has the most prestigious world record.
Remember, clip the wings. Always
Thinks he can
shoot
take this
up
from me?
because you want to
That's
clip the
actually
wings in
really
the
rude.
back. It's more important than killing the guys on the bottom.
That's being greedy. He doesn't need this one.
All right, this room, I like laying a power bomb like right around here. And the reason I like doing that is because it'll break this block. But I like laying the power bomb in this room because, you know, you typically get your power bomb refill if you need it. So I got this room again. I couldn't kill this guy, so I think I just decided to gamble and wait for the shot down there. He took too long. All right. Calling out it's greedy. Yeah, I was just joking around in case anyone takes it out of context.
Thank you for the 100 bits.
Greedy because he's got the most prestigious world record and he's trying to take my arcade record. Okay, so angle shots. Saw him get frozen. I'll do my upshot. So I think this is the best way to approach this. I learned this from Rando League, but I jump and I always upshot. I upshot, turn, upshot. That covers, I think, every pattern. So it's something I learned from Rando League because in Rando League this does happen where you have 99 HP and you have those guys can actually kill you. No. Ever since like I started like competing with Oats with this kind of like for fun, I'm seeing so many people just like pit us against each other. It's kind of crazy. Oh, this guy's always annoying. I probably should have went to the bottom, but I was a little spooked. I decided not to get the 2K.
I think you're getting trick-or-treaters.
I think
Is there a
it's
doorbell ring?
probably okay.
Oh boy.
All right, we got Ridley again. Do you think Oats' any percent can be beaten? Of course. I mean, it's not a perfect run. It's there's no such thing as like a perfect run, right? Of course it can be beaten. But is it a really good record? It's a really good record. Something to note at the start of the fight was the fireballs. If Ridley, here, let me bring this up. If Ridley starts with Pogo on the left side and he's Pogo's like the bottom part, you just have to acknowledge that it's really, really dangerous. And the best way to approach this is to hold a pseudo. So if he Pogo's here, he might fireball the platform. You have to jump and dodge it. Yeah, so he's like really in the ground, right? So like he's covering all the options here. You have to pray he doesn't whip you with his tail. But I got things under control here. Okay, so we'll get through this fight. I think something interesting happens at the end of this fight that was really spooky. He gives me a bad back pogo here, I think. And he was, I think, at threat of killing me. Let me see. Was it here? I'll fast forward through the fight, but I just want to see that one bad situation. Where was it? I only got 2 Ridleys in the... Yeah, right here. Okay. So, when Ridley's far away from you, I've talked about this several times, he has a 1 in 32 chance of just randomly back pogoing. They literally just, like, the developer decided, like, hey, let's just make this stupid. And it's literally random chance. He pogos towards you, but 1 in 32 chance, he just back pogos, right? So, you see how when he's pogoing, he's shooting fireballs? You might not notice it, but you're not worried about it because he's hitting the back wall, right? So you see that back pogo? You see that? That's a 1 in 32 chance. And I was like, oh, that's bad. And then I realized he might fireball me. And I dodged it. I just want to point out that was actually sick and kind of subtle. It's a rare situation, and it doesn't matter too much in any percent, because the fireball doesn't hurt much, but that was really important to realize. It's only because of arcade that like I realized that like could happen, right? So. Yeah, Marcel, there kind of is. He can do situations where it's like very, very hard to dodge or borderline impossible. I would say just like kind of impossible realistically. Yeah, Oats got a double swoop pattern and I don't know what was going on. I've never gotten it in arcade yet. So it hasn't happened to me. It's hard to say that it had something. The second time it happened to him, which was the other day, I think it could be explained. But the first time I saw it happen to him, I didn't understand. So like that's why it's kind of weird. If the second one, if it was an isolated incident and it happened on the second time he got the double swoop, I think you could explain it because he was kind of hovering like above the door.
Yeah, Pinguini's got it.
But I still thought it was kind of weird. I don't know. Like, it's never happened to me though. So, but I was trying to find an answer for it and I couldn't. It was weird. Yeah, Ridley's RNG was like apparently a little bit different in this one, but I still don't get it because RNG shouldn't change it, but I don't go because there's a flowchart for Ridley's pattern, and I couldn't understand that, like what happened to him. All right, so this room, I died in this room. If anyone saw me stream like before Japan a few weeks ago, if you lay a power bomb here, just know that you need to lay it along the ceiling to kill the Viola at the top. I laid it once, like in the middle of the room. And then the Viola came down and killed me. So I learned. I make sure that power bomb was up there higher because see that power bomb that spawned right there? That's a Viola that died. Anyway, I'm just out here just blasting these guys because they're worth 2k each. And I have a lot of ammo. Grab that secret, get daring. So you get so many points in this room. So optimization I could do.
Oh, I should have went up.
Yeah, you can see I'm like kind of thinking about it as I'm running through, but like I could be running through and dropping supers on these guys to get some points. But
Oh, I should have went up.
I don't know. I just didn't. This room is so scary. In speedruns, you just deboost through, but like I don't know. It's too spooky. Sometimes we do it. All right, we've seen this room. 3k points. If you don't have high jump and you don't have grapple, that room you have to do wall jump, bomb jump, or IBJ up. It sucks. But there's ways to do it fast.
I do not have a YOLO redemption option at this point.
Diaper Dude donated 300 bits and got scammed here. All right, so this room, you have to make sure you kill these mock troids on the bottom. You can actually approach this room by just wall jumping up here and making this room. Just know that there's a water line down here, right? But you could, I guess I could have just considered wall jumping and going here, and then you could land on the spike and just try not to be in the water at all. But you kind of have to learn how to do this. Same thing here. You could just wall jump up there and then land on this spike. That's actually what you do when you get Halfie in any percent. But yeah. And then from here, you just, the best is the deboost here. Because getting a grapple on this is horrible. It's so bad. I think it's horrible. So I don't mess with this. I just try to deboost across. As long as you have the health. If you don't have the health, then there's also a RBO strat, I think, where you can grapple all the way from the left side, but I'm not very good at it. So here, phasing through with my charge. Something I kind of recent discovery for myself, at least. So 3 shots, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, get through. I've sometimes thought about, like, what if I just go down there, but I think it's a little too risky, and it's probably not even good. At this stage of the game, I probably should just not pick up that E-tank, if we're being honest. It's probably not worth it. Grapple, you can kill these guys with missiles or grapple. I like grapple, but they're both quick. Beam shots is a little too slow. So don't use beams if you're late in the game. These guys always drop power bombs, so if you need power bombs, just remember that. The seahorses from the ground.
Yo, what up, Oats? How you doing, man?
Oh, it's popped into my stream at this point.
Decent run cooking up here.
That was funny.
I may have taken my morning coke.
Here, if you fall through, you can, if you fall too quickly on the left side of this room, you can hit that crab. But generally, you want to kind of like, once you recognize it's this room, you want to jump down and just spam down shots so you get the free 500 points killing that guy.
Taken my morning coke.
Yeah, it was.
How you doing, man?
All right, so we're gonna get through here. And it's Dragon. All right, so Dragon fight. First of all, entering from the right side is 5 million times better than entering from the left. If you enter from the left side, those 2 turrets are going to be like, it's hard to kill these 2 turrets, right? So the best side, on the right side, it's much better because as you're falling, you could just snipe them. For Dragon, just know that if you you don't really want to jump and shoot if you can help it. So if you're on the right side of this pipe and you angle up, that should kill this guy right here. That's direct dead center. If you're coming from the left and shooting the pipes to the right, if you stand to the right of this crab, like right here, and you angle up, you'll kill that guy. And then from here, if you're standing to the left side of this pipe, I think that'll kill that one. Yes, Biffy, this room is bigger. It actually ruined my visual cues, and now I probably don't. Now that I gotten used to the cues here, it probably messed up my any percent. But yes, the crabs are not in the same spot. I think this room is literally just bigger. Anyway, for the grapple, Oats has a strategy on the left side that might be a little bit more reliable. But generally, what I did for Rando League is I want Dragon to be gooping when I'm in the corner, right? So I wait. Dragon swoops. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the other side. I wait a little bit, and now I know that she didn't swoop. So what you do, this is the easy side, right? On the easy side, if she goops from the left side, you don't want to go here, you'll die, right? So I knew that she wasn't coming. So I immediately go to the right.
This one's free.
And now she triggers her groups here, and you just have to hug this wall. You hug the wall, and then right when you get to here, just shoot your grapple.
Yep.
Okay, it's that easy. It's that easy. Just angle up,
Stand in corner. Yep.
and it's really free. For the other side, it's more tricky. You have to stand on the edge, angle up, and then you have to jump and like kind of be in front of it. Yeah, it's a little more tricky. Crimp, I would not.
I played a few.
I would not.
things on my
The problem with no damage, I guess I could. Like Oates might have done it because he has 16 power bombs. But I haven't played SMI.
I did a moonfall to
I wouldn't do it because the problem is like if the goops give you a bad pattern while she's swooping through, sometimes you just can't clear them well enough, right? And if you can't and she grabs you, you can mash as fast as you possibly can and she might still just spank you instantly. So like you're kind of dealing with RNG in that spot. Yeah, if I had plasma, I probably would do it.
Hit the pirate and I died.
Okay, so you see I messed up, but I'm trying to lay the power bomb right away so that I can get through on this first cycle. I took a little bit of acid damage because I was a little slow. This power bomb was not a good power bomb because see how it still leaves. This is if you play Hundo, you know this, right? It leaves the last column. So if you see Oates, you'll see that he'll actually go here. He'll go here and lay a power bomb. That's because it clears out that left column, and then you clear out the 2 columns here. At this stage of the game, I'm clearing this too, but I still have to deal with this one, so it's kind of like, I'm being a little inefficient. Last one, I just lay a power bomb here, grab the secret, and go. And then here, you can see here, I'm a little more careful. I made sure to freeze both guys. Here, you just want to lay a power bomb. You do that in Hundo. It's too slow to lay regular bombs. Yeah, lesson learned. Here, once again. How did that miss? All right, hold on. Are you kidding me? Bro. Anyway, that crab scammed me out of 500 points. Skill issue, unfortunately. Yeah, it is. When you get that Turian pirate room, it's important to know the 3 missile door open. That's kind of a standard thing.
Should I do it?
I wonder if Impressive would have been worth it there if I knew I could have gotten it. Once again, for those who don't know, spoilers. Impressive is when you are in this morph, you unmorph, deboost, unline on this platform. It's kind of hard.
Should I do it?
I think he might have actually killed me. In room 380, it probably kills all my health. Yeah, I shot that super too quick right there, so it went through the wall guy. There's a case to be said to go for it when you're going from right to left, but you're kind of losing a lot of time if you go left to right, and it's only 20 seconds.
Oh god.
Wasted some time right there. Alright, so you guys have seen this room a bunch. I've already explained what I'm doing here. This is a nice little cheeky gap skip I do. Whoop, gap skip. This room's always good. Power bombs and 10k points. Crazy room. Thank you, Daddy Fries.
Is that the case, Catherine? Okay.
Alright, so you guys have seen this room. That guy, you can kill him fast. So if you can't kill him fast, don't bother with him. But he's worth 1k, so. This is the room that kind of sealed the deal a little bit. So one of the things in this room and water rooms that's good to note, you can gain a lot of top speed if you're staying on the ground and running, but it takes a long time to accelerate. Think like your Bowser in Mario Kart, right? Like you can get top speed, but you're very slow at accelerating. Because you have to jump to shoot those Puyos to be very safe, I just jump right at the beginning. I just jump shot. But you'll see like right here, because I know there's no threat, I land and then I run the rest of the way. Right? But see how long it takes to accelerate? So if you're in a situation where you know you have to stop, you just have to jump and move. This one I hesitated. I had to look at my score.
Yes, no, I can do this.
Yeah, you'll see I hesitated because the rules of the points break down a little bit when you're down to like 1 second, right? But that one I knew that if I got this, I would get another 20 seconds. Yeah, an FD. Here I decided, like, because we're down to the wire, right? This one I decided I'm just gonna go rather than go for a short charge, because otherwise I have to kill all those guys individually, right? So missing the skilled was bad, because if I hit the skilled and then I kill this guy with a super, I might have been able to get 400. Like, it's possible. I would have had a little bit more time.
Give me boss.
Right, because skilled is 5k, and then 750 could have given me the on that guy would have given me the 5k to get to the next room.
GG.
But
It wasn't.
there's a million things you could say that you could change,
But I'm
and
happy.
that's not one I'm gonna complain too much about.